Alright, SBL recap. Week 2. We did week 1 already. Says my stream is live now. Perfect. This is going to be good. I'm excited to watch these games. It's really fun the first time. So let me tweet out at everyone. SBL recap week 2. Watch together. What up, Jay-Z? Why does it say Mario Party? Whatever. Watching the SVOU games for the VOU tournament games for SBL live. Come through. Honestly, this has been like my 3rd or 5th notification today, so I don't expect the stream to get out there, but who cares? What's good, everybody? What up, Steel? Hey, Tom. Jordan. Parker, hello, hello. What are you voting for in the champ boss suspect? Probably no ban. What up, Kevin? Hey, Ben. What up, Ninja? How you doing, D2? Oh, we actually have some... We should get notifications. I didn't expect to get it out today, I'll be completely honest. Let me start a poll real quick. Guys, today's the last day to get my merch, by the way. About 12 and a half hours left until the Draco desk pads are gone. Let me just do this. Yes. Right, let's get this out there. What's up, fam? But yeah, we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna watch week 2. Nice, Kevin. Looking forward to seeing that on a video. Time indeed did pass fast. Hey, Violet, how you doing? What up, Bandito? We're just gonna wait for some people to come through. I'm sure someone in the time will have a timestamp or some skip. Last week we had an awesome one for like every single one. We got some really good matchups this week too, just based on like the games going on. Tala versus Nat is really good. CVV versus Star is really good. Obviously, I'm excited to watch Crying again after last week. So it should be nice. I'm good, bro. You gonna drop a Drago? Hey, yeah, I got my dust pad right here. We always dropping Dragos. What if it would be offensive like Specs, Scarf, or something? Oh, I didn't even look at the team preview. I just loaded it up, but yeah, there's a Hydreigon. What the hell? If I had to guess, and we'll start in like 2 minutes, but if I had to guess, this Hydreigon's probably Nasty Plot on this team. There's no way you're running both Tusk and Garg, and one of them isn't Rocks. Like, I feel like the role of Hydreigon here is to be something that can sit up on Pex. My day's going well, thank you. What is this team? I mean, they look pretty cool. I'm not going to go too deep into team preview yet. Like I said, until I start. But we got the Wolfpack versus the Sharks. What up, Sidelines? Oof, this will be good. This will be a nice VOD. Like I said, I don't think this notification is going to go out to too many people. Mainly because I uploaded twice today, and you only have 3 notifications per YouTube day. And I also, and like community posts that have links count as notifications. So I also have the anime podcast that I put out, and also my link to my desk pad since they're finishing. Yeah, that's fair, Tone. But it doesn't have Roost or anything, but last week was hype. Been waiting on week 2 coverage. Hey, in 1 minute I'll start. Officially. How you doing, Weenie? It could be Nasty Plot Taunt, Tone. I told us about Focus Energy, Hydreigon beating screens and ruin. Ooh, Focus Energy seems interesting as well. Taking a page out of VGC's book. Yeah, RTSK. Unfortunately, YouTube only gives you 3 notifications per 24 hours. I've already hit my mark, so we're probably going to have very low viewership. At least at first. Maybe people will see them in their recommendation, but who cares? They can watch the VOD back after, right? Yeah, just sometimes they don't go out. Alright, let's start. So, 5 minutes in for everybody watching. This is the week 2 recap of the Smogon Premier League. It is a tournament on Smogon where players are drafted, and we're going to be going over all the SVOU games, Scarlet and Violet OU. We did week 1. If you missed that, I'll leave it down below in the description. And yeah, appreciate everybody being here. And again, for those watching, my desk pad ends literally 12 p.m. Eastern Wednesday. So that's like, if you want to pick it up, now is the time, !advance. Otherwise, yeah, that's gone forever. But we got a pretty cool team. We got a pretty cool team from GGD side. All right. Now, we do see the Hydreigon, and people in chat were like, what is this Hydreigon going to do? If I had to look at this team and guess, I don't think I'd be running Specs Hydreigon. The only reason to run Specs Hydreigon is because it learns Flash Cannon, which is a way to hit Garganachi. But once Garg, Terra, that doesn't really matter, right? So I think it's Nasty Plot. I don't think it'd be Rocks. I think it's either Nasty Plot Taunt or Sub Nasty Plot as a means to deal with like Tox effects and stuff, and also something that's faster than both Great Tusk and Golden Go. That's the basic way that I would use it if I had to. So that actually has a really good matchup if it's Sub Nasty Plot, Flash Cannon, Dark Pulse. It's a really strong matchup here. Obviously the Ting-Lu is a freaking problem for it, but if it's Nasty Plot Taunt, it also beats it. Also, if it's Nasty Plot Life Orb, yeah, we reviewed tournament games. We did week 1 already. That should be in the description, or I'll put that in the description right now. Week 1 recap, and then we're doing week 2 right now. Overall, the hazard pressure from Ting-Lu is going to be really crazy here, especially if this is Air Balloon, Golden Go, or Terra Flying. But Air Balloon obviously will help it beat Great Tusk. That's basically the hazard control this side. It looks like Spike Stack versus no Spike Stack. I automatically like to give the favor towards Spike Stack, even though Skeletorch can be a little bit scary for Lax to deal with. Toxapex can always Toxic it, and then you can just sit on it with the Ting-Lu. So, thanks for always making my day better. Much love, Violet. Appreciate the super chat. I appreciate you. But let's start it off, and we'll be getting through all the games. Aim and Blender are the clutches when it comes to being bored scrolling these days. Much love, Lewis. All right, so we see a Great Tusk lead. Honestly, a very good lead versus Ting. Very, very good lead. Now, Ting-Lu obviously, I like the name. Ting-Lu obviously won't die here. It could get a greedy spike. Now, Ting-Lus do tend to run Terra Ghost. That way they can be spin blockers. So we could see something like that, which means a double Ghost core. And Ghost Ting-Lu is actually still really strong versus this entire team, except for Hydreigon. So it would weaken that. So we could see something. We do see knockoff. Good play by GGD. Again, I always say in my videos, a knocked off Ting-Lu is a dead Ting-Lu. And then we see the Terra Ghost immediately. So Lax has lost his Terra, but for the most part, he is going to keep his hazards up. These hazards are going to be there to stay. Let's say more about much love, Violet. Either way, it's fine. I appreciate you. But yeah, these hazards are going to be here to stay. So this is really nice because Iron Valiant, especially if it's like that Expert Belt set that's running around with like Shadow Ball, Focus Blast, Psyshock, Thunderbolt type of thing, is really strong here too. So that was a really strong Terra. You do lose out on your Dragonite, but you weren't going to be defending too much on Dragonite in a game versus Garganachi, Skeletorch, because Terra Normal wasn't going to help too much. Do you run any browser extensions for Showdown? Calc decks? Some. Just the random battles one, which I have in the description. Oh, dude, if it had dual wing beat still. Earthquake does 19. We're going to see all 3 layers of spike. Now, I will say, thank you, Parker. I will say here that typically the bad trait about this is that Ting-Lu usually dies after this, and you just lose your Terra, and then Great Tusk can try and come in later, which is never mind. So this is really interesting, because this is actually my first time seeing Rest on Ting-Lu, and I very much like it. I like it on the set. We see no Whirlwind, which does mean that Hydreigon is straight up setup fodder, but this is really cool innovation. So typically Ting-Lu's biggest thing is once it gets knocked on leftovers, it's like Heatran, right? It doesn't have recovery anymore. There's no Wish Pass on the team. I love this rest. That Terra makes way more sense, and these hazards are going to be here to stay. You literally can sleep off on anything on their team, and only Hydreigon can threaten you. So we might see a Hydreigon come out from GGD side just to threaten it. They go for knockoff instead. I guess they're trying to waste turns or trying to condition the rest again. I don't think... Yeah, Hydreigon could have came out anyway. So, would you see the Earthquake come out on the free Hydreigon? That was fine. I guess they got damage on it, so they want to chip for Hydreigon. It is leftovers. It could still be Nasty Plot. Yep, it's leftovers Nasty Plot. Now, Golden Go comes right out. Golden Go comes right out. I guess they were scouting for Draco, potentially. Though they did see leftovers, so there's not a lot that could happen there. But Golden Go screaming Choice Scarf, right? So, it may just go Focus Blast here. Some Golden Go have started to drop Focus Blast. Rest looks like the new tech. Some Golden Glow started to drop Focus Blast on Scarf. So it could be Trick, and it could try tricking the Hydreigon, which would still be very bad because Dark Pulse is really strong. Iron Valiant does not have special defense, so it's really strong here, even with the resistances. We do see a Terra Steel on the Trick. Terra Steel is very interesting considering Focus Blast would be it. But yeah, they go for Trick there, probably trying to catch Toxapex or this. Terra Steel into Scarf. This is actually super deadly because that means that Iron Valiant has to go for a fighting move to deal with it. But I don't know. I feel like Lax got so much more out of this because they locked this thing into Dark Pulse, and you can just go out to Iron Valiant or Dragonite and do damage. Yeah. Well, Dragonite's interesting actually because... Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, wait. No, not Dragonite. Even though it's a Steel type, it has Levitate. You can't Extreme Speed it. Only Fire Punch would do much, and it wouldn't do too much after. What up, Genesis? Dog is doing great. So we do see Dragon Tail. So this is sort of like a semi-stall. Probably a bulky Dragonite. The Dragon Tail is supposed to rack up hazards, obviously, as well. Which is very interesting. Again, these hazards are for sure going to be here to stay. It probably is a Dragon Tail plus Hurricane, Roost, and then your Flamethrower, Ice Beam. We see Dragonite stay in on the Thunderbolt and the dodge. Really big. Obviously, GGD was trying to predict the Toxapex. That call would have been great if he hit, but, you know, Hurricane, shoot, let me down one last time, you know? It is extra belt on Iron Valiant based on that Thunderbolt damage, but we do see Toxapex get off that Toxic, and there's the Baneful Bunker. People are starting to run Baneful Bunker on this thing. You do anything goes videos. I haven't in a while, but you can leave a team on my website, and I might, or see me on a Smogon account. But Baneful Bunker is typically here to help deal with Chien-Pao. But yeah, Iron Valiant is going to basically be able to pick up a KO. Actually, I don't think it 2-hit KOs Ting Lu. So I think what they're going to do here is they're going to do this and then go back out into Ting Lu. Because Ting Lu should never be 2-hit KO'd, especially with the special attack weakness. Yeah, that did 9. The interesting thing is that Hydreigon come out, but Hydreigon isn't that much of a threat because while you can't hit it with anything, what up, Slame? You can't hit it with anything. You can always pivot into Toxapex on the Draco, barely missed out on the KO, and now I'm surprised they stayed in the Draco again. I'm gonna be completely honest because Iron Valiant was super obvious. What I would have done there was gone Skeledirge just to kind of start, because especially because Ting Lu is rested. I would have gone Skeledirge to start just spamming Torch Songs because you will beat Ting Lu via Hex plus Torch Song. But Draco's again just to be safe, and the reason I would do this is I actually have a full HP Toxapex. They end up going Iron Valiant though, I guess scouting for Specs Thunderbolt as Shadow Ball comes out, trying to hit Skeledirge. So that could be Specs. This could also be, like I said, is Flash Cannon? It is Flash Cannon with Terra Steel. Ooh, this is a fire set with. I actually really like this set. I really like this set as a means of dealing with that. But we see Dragonite go down. I still don't think Lax is out yet. I think that Ting Lu is still a little bit annoying, though it probably come down to Skeletor just smashing. And then we don't know if this is bulk up Great Tusk or the sub Great Tusk, which can avoid Will-O-Wisp from Skeletor and 2-hit KO with Earthquake or Hell on Rush. Yeah, I didn't watch a single SPL game as well. I like dual Hazard Chomp at the moment. But yeah, so Toxapex comes out, probably get a recover off of it. I don't think you need a double here. I think the recover is better. That way you can come in multiple times on Hydreigon. And then we see Ting Lu is just going to be able to sit on this and just spam Earthquake. So the big thing is that even though that Hydreigon got tricked, which has actually ended up being a good play, because damn, would Hydreigon have actually smashed... And you just go Hydreigon here. But damn, would Hydreigon have actually smashed the... Like, Hydreigon would have literally smashed their team if it didn't get tricked. I'm surprised. It was a smart trick. Sorry. This is not best of 3. It's 1. So we're going to see Hydreigon come out on the rest. And then because the Toxapex was able to cover, it's going to always be able to come in on Surf either. We do see a double out into Skeledirge. It did take spikes in that, so we expect it to be sub. We expect it to be sub. However, if Lax has Surf, that's not going to... Yeah, that's... The sub is not going to save you. So that was a little bit... I don't think GGG has a good matchup now. Because honestly, you just spam Surf and then eventually get to click Toxic. Yeah, and it's going to come in at less than half. I don't like that. Fast 3 yesterday, somehow gifted me, but couldn't. Oh, well, big shout out to them. Alright, so we might see some Pex on Pex action. I'm going to skip forward on this as Ting Lu comes out. Garganacci finally comes out. Now, if this is Cursed Garganacci, it wins. If this is Cursed Garganacci at this point, it wins. So, we're going to see Stealth Rock come out. Honestly, I'm going to be completely honest here. I know it has one turn of that, like, still sleep yet, but I would have Salt Cured always. I think you get... Rocks don't do too much in this game. They still have their spinner alive. Your Ghost is going to die to one Earthquake anyway. And Salt Cure actually lets you deal with this insane threat, right? Like, Great Tusk is positioned to come in and smash them. Like, straight up position to come in and smash them. Especially because this Great Tusk doesn't do a lot. So I don't know. Like, right here, you just go for... You don't even have to spin, to be honest. You could just go for CC. Yeah, lack spins. I would have just went for CC personally. Or Earthquake, mainly because Garg is the rocker. It's the only one in front of you, and he has no switch-ins. And if they do go out... And they are bulk up, too. Ah, so they're bulk up, knockoff, most likely Earthquake, and a Rapid Spin. So they want that speed. There's going to be another Rapid Spin to be trying to be faster than Hydreigon. Scarlet is going to come out. We should see a knockoff or Earthquake come out here. I don't think there's a point in Rapid Spinning. Yep. I mean, you can force an Hydreigon and just switch out to Toxapex. So I kind of feel like I get the Rapid Spin play, but I don't feel like it doesn't really matter. So yeah, there's Pex. It's free. They Dark Pulse, which is absolutely nothing. Now, the cool thing is that, yeah, it can fish right here. And obviously, Lax is going to be forced to go out into something like Iron Valiant. However, if this Iron Valiant is an extra belt, it's going to do a lot. Makes a good play of going right back on the Pex, though. You want to get as much recovery as possible. That way you can actually pivot in on Hydreigon always. Let me see. Interesting. They're trying their best to get a spin here, but that's just not going to happen. All they really did was make Garganacci come down and basically entire team get smashed by Iron Valiant now. I'm not sure if I like that play. They're not going to be able to get a spin here unless they're like bulk up. Like, they'll never be able to spin versus this thing. As Tinglu always sits on this. So yeah, that only does 21. Yeah, you'll never... Maybe you could try stall its rest. But I don't know if that does anything. Yeah, Garg is in range too. Everything gets smashed. And obviously, this is a little bit of a game where Tinglu can just literally sleep on it, and then take damage. And they do risk the crit, but they basically die there. Tinglu is at 8%. However, Tinglu can still come in on Toxapex and rest it off. We're going to see another Dark Pulse and a Surf. They're just trying to get rid of the Scarf Hydreigon, and then you can see the Iron Valiant. Now, the interesting thing is that because that guy got hit there, it makes it easier to try and flinch. Yeah, you want to try and flinch that spam now. I don't know. I think this game's over. I think because they saw the initial Shadow Ball was over. Yeah, I don't know. The hazard pressure was just too insane. That Terra Tinglu actually put in so much work there. And I think that some... versus the Golden Go, for instance, I would have always switched. I do think the Hydreigon had a huge shot of winning this game. Especially being Terra Steel. Like, it had such a huge shot at winning this game. Especially being Terra Steel. But yeah, the early Terra from Tinglu was very, very good. But I do think that the Hydreigon should have switched. Because, like, even Terra Stealing, what if they Focus Blast? What if they still ran Focus Blast? Yeah. Alright, so we got another one. We got Nat versus Tala. Nat is my friend. I will be switching to that side. Similar-ish teams, right? You got your Ghost for Ghost. You got your Rotom for Rotom. Great Tusk for Great Tusk. Both Iron Valiants. Chien-Pao is actually insane versus Nat's team, and they have the other Volcarona. I would give Tala the slight matchup just because Chien-Pao kind of just comes in if it's Life Orb and 2 shots, everything. But that's Chien-Pao in the metagame, right? But in this case, unless Nat's like Terra Water, Great Tusk isn't that great. Let's see what happens. I love Garganacci. All right, Rotom Elite is great versus Roaring Moon. Nat can safely go for U-turn as the Rotom immediately reveals that it's Choice Scarf. Wow. Okay, so we see a Scarf Rotom from Tala. I'm actually a little bit surprised considering the defensive backbone. You don't like Water Tusk? I do like Water Tusk. I like Water Bulk Up Tusk. I've been liking Fire a little bit more as of late. Basically smashing Volcarona. While also still being able to deal with, what's it called? Golden Go. Yeah, Fire's pretty cool. Yeah, we're probably going to see a U-turn. That did 7, so this is actually, I don't think this is Choice Band. I think that's actually a support Roost set on Roaring Moon. But anyway, Rotom comes out and it's Sub. Ooh, so Sub Nasty Plot. Wow, okay, never mind. I take it back. It wasn't Scarf. It was just straight up defensive. It literally is defensive Roaring Moon, which is on this team clearly to be the Golden Go answer, which is still interesting because you have a Volcarona. So, like, I remember Spadef Roaring Moon more so when Chi-Yu was allowed, This is interesting, but we see a Nasty Plot versus, literally a Nasty Plot, Rotom. This is Nasty Plot versus Nasty Plot. If it's sub, it's Nasty Plot. We see Nasty Plot, no sub. So, Hydro Pump misses. I'm not sure if they were trying to... Oh, they only have Volt Switch, duh, so that's why they went for Hydro Pump. So that miss is actually pretty big because they can break the sub there. I'm gonna see another... it's probably Terra Steel on that Mon. We're going to see another Discharge come out as Golden Go comes out and probably the Hydro Pump or Discharge again. And right here you do have your Roaring Moon that's literally like slower than Rotom. So it's special defensive and slower than... Yeah, super special defensive. 33% is insane. But it's a Jetpack in the Iron Valley. Ooh, it's a Quark Drive into the attack. Damn, just gave up both your items there. But there's no way this can deal with Volk. Unless it's Liquidation! Oh my god! That is an insane tech. That is an insane tech. I love that. That is beautiful. Because that tech not only hits Volcarona, but it also... I'm sure this is Terra Water, right? I'm sure this is Terra Water. That tech hits Volcarona. It's a good neutral versus Golden Go if you Terra Water. It hits Great Tusk all in one. So I really, really, really love that tech. That's a sick tech. That is a very sick tech. That is an awesome tech. Let's keep going. We're going to see the Terra Water, like I said, into Terra Fairy. Speed tie, potentially, or no speed tie. Well, Tyno Burn is looking like GG. So that was Scarf Iron Valiant. And the Terra Water Liquidation at +2. It's game. It's game. Iron Valiant has won. The Iron Valiant has won. You liquidate this. It's Stab +2. Does not kill, though. But they had to force the CC. It still doesn't put it in range. There's no priority on that team. The Liquidation... What up, Finch? The Liquidation Iron Valiant tech was actually so sick. Oh, doesn't have Spirit Break. Huh. Swords Dance, Liquidation, Close Combat. What, is it like Zen Headbutt? Does it get Zen Headbutt? I'm assuming it gets Zen Headbutt because the other guys do. That was the one who inspired this tech. I had my voice out. This tech very early. He tested on Talon and it worked out. Nice. I'm assuming it's a, if it's... What is the last move? It's clearly not knockoff, right? So it has to be like Zen or something. So they just wanted the guaranteed damage. That way they could Ice Shard win with Chien-Pao. Like, I'm assuming that's what they wanted to do. Oh, they decided to win the game with Iron Moth instead. Chien-Pao not have Ice Shard? It gets Zen. Okay, cool. Oh, there's a Dazzling Gleam. Dragon Ball can't knock it out. That's game. Wow, that was a sick tech. I love that tech a lot. I actually really, really, really like that tech. I don't think it's sub SD. I think it definitely has to be. That was a sick game too. Hold up, I gotta see this. I gotta see something. Cause Iron Valiant, that was really nice. I like that. I love the innovation. Damn, shout out to Terra. It probably... I guess it could also... No, it's not no Ice Punch. Get the hell out of here. It's definitely Liquidation, right? Or Psycho Cut for Pex and Claude. Because if you have Liquidation for Golden Go... Yeah, it's definitely... It had to be Psycho Cut, I think. I don't know, that was sick. That was really, really, really sick. I'm happy I got to watch that game. I'm happy I didn't see these games. Okay, let's see. Ruff versus Mind Gaming. Ooh, we got the Baxcalibur. Yo, okay, I'm gonna be honest. Both of these teams look like Storm Zone teams. But because I'll tell you, I asked Storm Zone, yo, can you give me the Wallace teams for like for Wi-Fi battles? And they always have Baxcalibur, King Gambit. They always have Toadscruel. So I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of both of these teams. I'm an absolute fan of both of these teams. I'm more partial to the Ace team just because Ace has no switch-ins between High Jump Kick and Pyro Ball. Like, Iron Moth does not have good defense. So, I mean, it has a really good speed tier, too. It has a really, really good speed tier. It's faster than most of that team on the other side. I love it. I love Ace here. Baxcalibur is interesting if it's like... I've seen Terra Ground. I like Terra Dragon a little bit more, but I've seen Terra Ground. And I've also seen Terra Steel to live Golden Go. Both of those are really cool. This is actually a really bad matchup. Like, it might look good for Skeletors because there's a bunch of setup mon, but I feel like, and it's an unaware mon, but I feel like the Skeletors just get straight up overwhelmed. I'm also kind of feeling similarly to Great Tusk, right? Like, Great Tusk, defensively or offensively is really hard for Ruff, but it also has a lot that it has to take. You know what I mean? It's kind of like how your opponent might have a chance here, Blue Sea, and you might have all special attackers, but you overwhelm them with that. OG team isn't Storm Zone at this point.
All right, let's see what happens in this game. Let's get it. I'm gonna start from this side because I like the Cinderace. Bulk Up Tusk is good, yeah, but it's Earthquake knockoff. Like, it doesn't kill Toadscrow at +1 or +2, and it just gets Giga Drain back or Spored. Oh, I think Banded Backs is amazing, Maverick. All right, so Dragapult versus Toadscrow. Probably see a U-turn here. We see a sub. Oh, shut down. Completely shut down. Wait a second. Is it a wrap? No. If it's sub Wisp, it's... it's just sub DD. Okay, so they got a good turn here, and they're just going to go out to Great Tusk after. Unless they are sub Wisp, Dragon Darts Hex. Oh, it is sub Wisp, Dragon Darts Hex. Okay. But we see the Lumberry King Gambit. Oof. Lumberry King Gambit. We go Iron Valiant on the booster energy. Do we see a we see a Will-O-Wisp on that? So obviously the Moonblast's going to come out. Scarlet is not 2-hit KO by Shadow Ball, so it's relatively free. They go Ace though, which I'm a little bit... I mean, obviously they're probably not going to have Focus Blast, right? They probably have Close Combat if they're mixed, but I don't like that play as much because I think that Ace's HP is pretty cool here to just live a sucker, but it got the kill either way, and that was a giant threat. And now we see Roaring Moon come out, get the booster energy, so this is always going to be the exact same set. We do see the Dragon Dance there. And we're going to see the Will-O-Wisp, which people have been teching on their Ace a lot. And this is why Ace is so nice. That wasn't banded damage, no. That's damn near roll to KO from that percentage. Also, this dude might be Blaze. Like, straight up. But I love Will-O-Wisp. People have been teching Will-O-Wisp on Ace a lot more. It's really nice. So, I mean, there goes the biggest. I was telling you Ace was going to be a problem for this team. Not in the way I thought, though. So, we should see a switch. Right into King Gambit, nice on the acro, very good. King Gambit's leftovers on this squad. If that's a bulk up, no, I think it's rocks on the. I think it's definitely rocks on the guy. It's definitely rocks on Great Tusk. I was thinking maybe this might be rocks King Gambit, but so 2 huge threats gone, right? Obviously, Toadscrow comes out, but now you can go out to Ace if you want to, or Dragapult. Dragapult's interesting because. Obviously, there's a 50-50 versus sub or whatnot. Like, Ruff might just go right for Spore here. I think if I was in the position, I'd go for Spore. Just because I feel like I have to make some sort of play. You lost your 2 sweepers, right? You lost your 2 sweepers, and your Lumberry is gone too. And they got the double Will-O-Wisp and the Underwear. I feel like, do you plan on playing any ranked balance by singles? Maybe, Ben. I don't know. I felt like this is... Like, I definitely try and go for Spore here. Again, because I would go for Dragon Darts from there too. But they tried to predict the sub. That is offensive Toadscrow, by the way. Really cool to see. The sub again, which is interesting because any damage on King Gambit, which has no recovery, is good damage. At this point, your back Excalibur already wins at +1, or just clicking Ice Shard plus natural. We are going to see the sub, which is fine to try and avoid. I guess they're not going out into their Great Tusk because they want it for Garchomp no matter what. Though I'm fairly confident this is Rock's Garchomp on this team, especially if it's Lum King Gambit. So Great Tusk comes out, gets a free kill here. We do see the Rock still go for the Iron Moth. And there's the Life Orb, Draco, Garchomp. Beautiful. But at this point, Rock's being up, King Gambit burnt, and Garchomp at 41%. Excalibur just comes out and clicks Ice Shard. Tears into that ground type like I was talking about before. That looked like it straight up swept. And then Dragon Dance is up. And that should be game because all you got to do is Earthquake, King Gambit, and your leftovers too. And then you just Glaive Rush. You Glaive Rush the Iron Moth because no matter what it becomes, you win the game anyway with Skeleturge. Right? You win the game anyway. Like, even if they become... Ooh, the sub. I love it. I love it. So, I guess their sub, what, Ice Ghost Crash? Jesus Christ, goodbye. Sub was just in case they became Grass type. So, that's fine. If they're not Glaive Rush, then most likely. I don't see why. Sub again. Yeah, you weren't dying. I don't see why sub again. Like, I don't think sub did anything, but, I mean, yeah, good game by Mind Gaming. Taking full advantage. But, I mean, I'm more so just watching what's happening, Pants, and then just trying to figure out. Cinderace was good, like I said. Not in the way I thought it'd be. I thought it'd be better more offensively. But Will-O-Wisp spamming and everything was great. I love that Ace is making a comeback. Not just, like, the offensive powerhouse that we saw last gen, because obviously they nerfed Protean, Libero, whatever. But... that people are starting to take advantage of that and use Will-O-Wisp sets. And that's not the first time. Still not as cool as the Resh Tinglu that we saw last time. Also, guys, Again, I want y'all to keep in mind, this ends in 12.5 hours. So if you want to pick up my Draco Dustpad, what stats would you run for an ace like that? You still run max speed, max attack. You could probably run a little bit of bulk to take like Kowtow Cleave from maybe King Gambit that's boosted if you miss Willow. That's what I would say. Maybe a little bit of bulk. That's probably like 60 HP or something. For like 4 members or something like that. Probably like 60 HP or something. I've seen people run some Spadef on Ace when Chi was around. But yeah, if y'all want to pick this up, !Advance, it's gone tomorrow. Use code AIM. It's literally gone tomorrow, and it's not coming back. All right, let's go to game 4. Hey, I saw your message. It doesn't work that way, but good luck, bud. Ooh, we see Kyther bringing out the Clawzar Dondozo, and we see One True Lycan bringing out the Chiempao versus that. Now, 2 things that these unaware mons don't like seeing. Well, Chiempao and King Gambit. However, that's only if they don't get going, right? Because if Chiempao... if Chiempao Terras and it's banded, it 2-shots Dondozo, right? With rocks always. Unless it Terra Fairies. If it starts cursing, it's actually a pretty big problem versus this team, even with... what up, Kyther? You know what? We'll watch Kyther's side. Kyther's my boy. I kind of wanted to watch from this side because I wanted to see Chiempao crunch you. But to be honest, your Chiempao, if it's Life Orb or Bandit or even Swords Dance, does the exact same thing, even harder to that team. Let's freaking see what happens. Let's find out right now. Rotom Wash lead versus Clawzar. Beautiful lead. Are we going to see a trick? Nope. Stealth Rock immediately. Toxic immediately. Smart. Corviknight comes out. Can't really do crap versus this team, though. It's just going to Brave Bird and Recover and Roost. Yeah, Spikes are nice. You do have a Golden Goal. I don't know if your Golden Goal is on Balloon, so it's a little bit of a risk here. But we do see Great Tusk come out. Did we see a Toxic or just Recover to be safe? Recover makes the most sense. Now, I'm sure Great Tusk is going to go for like Knockoff or some crap like that. Smart to go out to your own Great Tusk. It's not worth risking your Golden Goal now, especially because the way you win this game, in my opinion, is Hazards plus your homie Chiempao in the back. So this is a good trade. Both of you got good trades out of this. Double knockoff on both sides. And we do see Bulk Up. Bulk Up is interesting. What Bulk Up is going to allow it to do is basically get a free knock on Dondozo. However, you decide to go out into Hatterene on... I'm assuming you tried to bait the Rapid Spin there. As they try to go for knockoff into Golden Go. You Terra Flying on the Earthquake. Beautiful Terra. And that's basically Great Tusk gone. Right? So even if they spin now and sack themselves... Now that, and you could probably follow this up with any move. Yeah, you followed it up with a Side Shock. That's smart. If you had Mystical Fire, obviously that worked too, but it probably didn't kill from 27. But that was nice. That was a beautiful Terra. You kept your Hatterene alive. You don't have a defensive Terra, though, for Chiempao. So that's a pretty big... That's one thing I like looking at the team, and especially with Great Tusk knocked off, like it never gets recovery here. If this Chiempao is Terra Dark Crunch, if these crunches, these 30% is going to be doing a Great Tusk, are going to start racking up. And now Dondozo cannot defensively Terra into a Fairy type to deal with that damage. So that's something to keep in mind here. Not to say it's over from that point, because Dozo can still beat Chiempao. Rocks will actually help you beat it. Obviously, Golden Go could be whatever set too. That was a really good Terra regardless. I like that Terra a lot. Flying is not something I see a lot on Hatterene. Obviously, water is something we've seen. Fire. There's Golden Go to block the defog. Lycan expects that. Really nice. Goes out to Great. Are you fast as hell, bro? How? Okay, I'm about to say, like, they wanted to bait there, but in my opinion... Yeah, it didn't do 63 at all. It didn't do 63. I think their thought process was if they weaken that thing, Claude kind of sits on everything. Maverick. It could have been a panic versus Hatterene too. Because Claude does kind of sit, besides Chiempao, Claude can sit on everything on their team. Just take all the hits from Dondozo, between Vultures from Rotom into Claude. So maybe they wanted to get rid of the mon that they can't deal with. I was past a team with Poison Jab Clawzar, and I thought it was bad, and I put Toxic. And then I fought 7 Hatterenes. Take that what you will. Hatterene comes out. Can't really touch King Gambit, though, so we do see the Dozo come out. Now, this Dozo's going to be a little bit of a problem. But they got Rotom as well as the... they got Rotom as well as the Claude. Maybe Claude isn't Water Absorb, but that should be a free Claude as well. And this is really nice because this guy, like, these hazards... Oh, it was max attack? It was max attack. How much did Knockoff do at +1? It might have been max attack. If Knockoff did 30 at +1, and that's 97.5 base power, whereas Earthquake is 150, which is slightly less than half. It was a roll if it killed then. Right? If that's 97, Earthquake's 150, which is less than half, and you double it. Maybe it's like a mid roll in their favor. Later, Roy. Good night, Big Camel. Anyway, this should be free spikes for days. Shoot, at this point. Ooh, and they got the Toxic off on Great Tusk, which is perfect, which means you can just go right back out into your Great Tusk and get up rocks again. Now, you never have to risk. Now, you never ever have to risk because all you get to do is get up Stealth Rock again and they're here to stay. I go hard champ out here in the Stealth Rock. Yup. Always hard champ out in the Stealth Rock. Now, you got the Dozo. Let's see if they go for Bandit Crunch. They do Dark Terror and they are Bandit Crunch. That's a literal low roll, though. Is that Bandit Crunch? I feel like Adamant would do a little more. Does Jolly Band? That should be Jolly Band. Wow, that's just standard damage. Doesn't Bandit Crunch do... I swear Bandit Crunch did 48 to 57. I thought Champ Pal's Bandit Crunch did 48 to 57. Like, I swear. Yeah, literally. You see 35 to 41? It could be Black Glasses, yeah. Okay, because you see, this is Choice Band, 35 to 47. So when it Terras, you see how that's I was literally right? That's 47 to 57. That damage threw me off. So that means it's, go back. It did 47 on the first crunch, which means that it is, like you said, it had to be Black Glasses, yeah. It literally had to be, no. The hell is this calc? You're not max defense then, I guess? We're not going to receive a return of Revolve if Champ Pal gets banned. That mon still has no moves. I guess it's just not max defense then. Damn, this mon has a problem. Anyway, you're still going to smash with hazards. In my opinion. Alright, you're not max defense, then that's fine. So, we're going to see Golden Go come out now on a U-turn. Ooh, a Roost. Cloudzire comes out, always beats you, but you have a Hatterene that always beats that. Yeah, once you can get up hazards versus them and spikes, if that is glasses, the hazards are going to be great. Ooh, and also if this guy starts cursing. Guy like me? I guess some do run Spadef. Alright, so Hatterene makes the most sense here. Might see a double out to King Gambit. Nope, they get up rocks on both sides. It doesn't make a difference. Yeah, Night Slash doesn't... Ooh, Rotom on the chip. I don't know, man. Hatterene looks like a threat. And then we do see the Nasty Plot, though. And the Mystical Fire. I mean, Discharge isn't going to kill you, but obviously you should go Claude on this, and that gives you free Spike. If it's Will-O-Wisp, Nasty Plot, Volts, which we know it's not sub, it's Hydro Pump as last set, too. So, we probably are going to see a Spike go up. Which is, I mean, this is beautiful, right? The Spike's pressure is going to really help, especially because we know this shouldn't be Boots at all. Yeah, that guy's not strong enough either. I think eventually you're going to position your Chien-Pao and just get a kill. That looks like what's literally happening here. And obviously you can always go Hatterene on this. So they may double into, yeah, Rotom. Are they going to double out to Claude now? Excuse me, are they going to double out to Chien-Pao now? Because this is a more definite Chien-Pao kill, right? Yeah, there's a Chien-Pao double that I figured would happen. That's a more definite kill because you're going to go out into the same Pokemon. How many turns have you burnt? You've burnt 2 turns of sleep. You stay on the crunch. Jesus Christ, this thing kills you from there too? So losing Cloudzire is pretty big, right? Because that's your Rotom wall guaranteed. But I mean, you do have Chien-Pao. And your Chien-Pao goes crazy too. But damn, so you don't know Spike. That's a hard turn to call though because you need that Pete. You need Hatterene so much more. And you still have your own Chien-Pao that can go crazy. We also don't know this Chien-Pao set, right? Like this could be banned at Icicle Crash right now. We also don't know this thing's set either. Chien-Pao comes right out on this. Have we seen Golden Go switch first? Woof! This mon is crazy. Goes for the roll. Doesn't get it. Dozo, did you wave crash? Dozo rested up. That defense drop sucks. There's the Hatterene sack. This is going to hurt the matchup versus Cloudzire that much more. But you did get the damage on Corviknight, and Corviknight did not heal, meaning that Chien-Pao can come out. Chien-Pao can come out. Crunchitize him. There it is. You still have the King Gambit matchup too. I mean, and if Rotom comes out, it's going to Volt Switch. You can always bring out Golden Go. The important thing is you want to, yeah. Oh, beautiful double out to Chien-Pao. I love that. It also would have taken the Kowtow anyway. You get a crunch kill. Beautiful. I'm liking these Chien-Pao and Chien-Pao plays. And Sacred Sword looking a little bit freer because Clodsire is not Fizz Def at all, even with that resist. Doubles out to Clodsire to get to recover, which is really smart. And now we're going to see a little bit of Tox effects going on, basically. Yep, there it is, there it is, there it is. I don't know who wins this exchange. Actually, I do. It's called Stealth Rock. It should never be attacking. What the hell? I fast forward too much and all their mons are dead. Excuse me. Whoa. All right. Whoops. What up, Trinity? Yo. All right, let's calm it down. I mean, the Chien-Pao switch was eventually going to happen, which makes sense. I'm assuming you caught them on a Stealth Rock turn. Beautiful switch. Ice Spinner, dead. Chien-Pao comes out. You definitely go for Ice Spinner here again. Because you know that you have Dondozo in the back, fully awake to click Wave Crash. What was your Golden Go set on this? Was it Covert Cloak? Or was it Scarf? And was that Adamant Black Glasses? I feel like that was Adamant Black Glasses. How you doing, Trinity? Either way, well played. We knew that the Chien... It was Cloak, okay. We knew that the Chien-Pao was going to be the way to break this. Same thing with the other side as well. That's cool to see. Who is next? Zern. Out of Black Glasses. Not bad. Ooh! Zern has the Torkoal, and I love the Chien-Pao plus Slowking Chilling Reception. And then solid set for Dondozo. I feel like that hasn't been done that much. I mean, it's just Rest Talk, Wave Crash, right? Sleep Talk, Rest Talk, Wave Crash, Curse. Some people run Body Press with it too. Whenever I see a Dondozo go for Yawn Protect, I smile a little. I'm doing well. It's definitely a little early. I'm trying to get this done early. But I'm loving this side, so we're going to watch this side. I like Zern as well. So, Chomper versus Great Tusk. This could be Life Orb Draco because... And that's what? Salt Vest? No, that's just Max Spit Up. Damn. Anyway, that means Earthquake is going to do 10 million%. But Life Orb Draco is nice. Breaking through Great Tusk is really, really, really good for like banded Chien-Pao's crunches or even just boots Chien-Pao, not having to worry about it Terra watering and living a hit. And excuse me. Tauros is pretty nice here too with the Will-O-Wisp set. I think the most annoying Pokemon for Zern's team is going to be Rotom, but you just go Slowbro and Chilly Reception, eat the hit. Yeah. Ooh, nice little spikes go up too. Yeah, that's what I say. You go Slow King, you Chilly Reception, you always hit the hit. One of the most common Sarah Ledge items. Boots are good, but I also love Covert Cloak. Yeah, the Double Wisp was very, very... Triple Wisp? I'm assuming it's Scarf. Is that what's happening here? Or is it just defensive? Yeah, the Triple Wisp was interesting because Chilly Reception was always going to come out. There's Chien-Pao. But we have a Chien-Pao counter on this team. We have a Chien-Pao counter on this team. Doesn't matter. Covert Cloak is really good on Sarah Ledge because if you have a good hazard control like Hatterene and Great Tusk, you can just bulk up. Ooh, that looks banded. that looks banded. 18? But it lets you beat Garganacci with Taunt, Bulk Up, Bitter Blade, Shadow Sneak. So yeah, we're going to definitely see Golden God come out. Beautiful. Sometimes Slowking Terra Waters. Yep. That way they can lose their Ghost weakness, slack off, and eat the hit. They Chilly Reception here, though, but they can bring out Chien-Pao. Or Garchomp, which is smart, too. Cloak allows you... ooh, we see the Draco, but we do see the Life Orb. We do see the Terra, but we do see the Draco come out. Maker Range should pick up the KO here. Yep. But we did see the Terra. Clover Cloak means you can't be Salkered. And there is the Bandit or Life Orb Chien-Pao. About to come in and claim a kill right now. With the Ice Spinner or Crunch. Lovely. Nice free crunch. So that spike is going to be here to stay. And Great Tusk, whenever it comes out, can easily Rapid Spin. Volcarona comes out, basically begging the Quiver Dance up right there. Little bit of a problem here, though. I think you should have crunched. How do you beat this? Oh, well, they lost. That's it. I think you had to crunch there. They wait to click T-Wave after 2 Quiver Dances. Huh. So now they're guaranteed, like they had potential. If they clicked T-Wave earlier and got full paralyzed, Champa could be guaranteed. I don't know. I mean, you have to proc Flame Body to beat Volcarona. Look at your team. You don't have any other means of dealing with it. This could be the Will-O-Wisp Quiver Dance set, but that beats Tauros and that beats everything at this point. Unless Slowbro's like, yo, I'm gonna crit you. I mean, Surf can't crit. Surf can't crit, and it could be Quiver Dance Will-O-Wisp, considering this team appreciates Dragonite being burnt. But I don't know. There's a Surf. 2 more pairs. How many Morning Suns they got left? 3. I don't like that. These Quiver Dances are wild, bro. These Quivers are kind of wild. I'll be getting... Dude, I'd be so terrified clicking Quiver Dance. Yeah, literally. Like, what was the purpose? Why? You killed everything. They killed everything. I don't understand what just happened in this game. I do not understand both of these turns. I just don't get it. I don't get it. And now knockoff kills Golden Go. I really don't get it. I don't get the greed. I just don't get the greed. Because let me tell you something. If you're worried about not killing Tauros, this is defensive Tauros. It's gonna do 40% back. Like, you got crit. We all acknowledge you got crit, but Jesus, dude. They're not too slow though. And then Volk doesn't kill. It doesn't kill you anyway. I seriously don't get it. My boy Zern has been blessed. And now Tauros will wreak havoc. Yeah, this game's a wrap. Tauros is at full, and it will literally never lose to Dragonite or Chien-Pao. They got that spike up to keep it on deck, too. I don't know. That was... Ryzen, what was the thought process? I guess you want it to be faster. I'll give you that, but I feel like... You kill the one Mon that can kill you. Right? You might be playing against Para, but you kill the one Mon. And this thing is faster than Rotom, too. Guy like me might have just clicked Protect there just for the extra turn of leftovers. Doesn't really matter, but... Chien-Pao does like... What is it? 36% with Sacred Sword? What up, Eli? Hey, Ibby. I don't know. You go Golden Go. You could have went Golden Go. You could have just tricked. Shoot. Yeah, 30%, 36%. And I guess if it is Scarf Golden Go, which I kind of doubt it, you could just go Trick. Let's see if Will-O-Wisp misses. It does not miss. That should be enough to win. Cantera and Chien-Pao can just Ice Shard. Extreme Speed is going to do 49%? Maybe 50? Yeah, 45 exactly. It doesn't kill. Because it would be neutral E-Speed at that point. So neutral E-Speed does about 45, 49. So what are your thoughts on the Suspect test? I'm voting Norban most likely, but who knows? Maybe that changes. Yeah, Sucker Punch on Bandit is so wild. Like, why would you want to not be able to click attack with Chien-Pao? Also, they could have still Morning Sun versus Chien-Pao in that situation, Maverick, and like still lived the crunch as well and potentially burnt them. Obviously, if they got burnt and everything, it sucks. But still, like losing that Mon that way is just kind of insane to me. That Mon literally 6-0'd. I don't think you can even complain about the crit at that point. Oh, these teams look hella standard. But all I'm seeing is a Meowscarada that kind of smashes this entire team. So let's see what happens. You know what I started seeing people run, by the way? 3 attack Skeletors with Earth Power. That's the... With Covert Cloak. Earth Power Covert Cloak. So it beats Garganacci. If they Terra Water, you just get +6 anyway. Nice little salt here. It feels like it'll be a longer game. What up, John? Oof. Hard into the mouse. Why Earth Power over sub? You can kill Garganacci, Maverick. T-Spike go up. We don't have a golden go on this side, though, so that T-Spike is going to go right gone. Adam Sandler is crazy. It helps also be Curse Golden Go, too. Curse Garganacci as well. Later, Kobe. I told you it was Covert Cloak, Maverick. You don't got to deal with Salt Cure. It's Covert Cloak, so it only does 7. The King Gambit double with the Rock Zipper, beautiful. They do Iron Head trying to catch the Great Tusk. Nice Rotom on that. I like this a lot. This is a little bit tough. I'm surprised they're not trying to Will-O-Wisp, but I guess they don't want to get caught on the Nachi trail. I feel like Meowscarada needs to be doing this knockoff stuff without risking itself dying. That was a... Huh. They're not going to get these T-Spike up. But at least they get positioned Skeletor, which is really strong versus this team. Yeah, I believe it's Overgrow. Yeah, it's Overgrow. It's so your Flower Trip is really strong. Because it's only using knockoff and Flower Trip anyway. This game looks like it's going to take a minute. However, it does look like the Salt Curemon straight up smashes. Both of them. Literally both of them. What they want to do is they want to weaken Great Tusk so that way they can try and win the game with King Gambit. This is Tourney full time. This is SPL week 2. So yeah, this gives you a nice little Rapid Spin or knockoff. They opt for Rocks just to pressure the Corvi, which I think is smart too. Dragonite is looking closer to being able to win. Ooh! What are you going to do here? U-turn? Sometimes, Mew. Yep, U-turns keep momentum nice. You get to go out. King Gambit is interesting. I guess you know that they're not... You know that they're not body press, so you get a free SD. We probably see a Terra here, right? Nope. Ash Ketchum Gamer predicts the Terra. My homie stays in and clicks Iron. I guess Earthquake doesn't kill. Ooh, and Rapid Spins again anyway. Interesting. I love the mind games with Terra and that. I love the mind games. He's scouting for random Ice Spin, or you just want Rocks up immediately. Wait, what? Okay, so to recap what just happened. I don't get it. Now, you're weak to Rotom. I understand that. You are weak. Your team is weak to Rotom. Correct. If your team is weak to Rotom, who is this playing again? Blazing Dark. Your team is weak to Rotom. If you're going to sack Great Tusk, at least go for knockoff so it doesn't get leftovers recovery, right? So that way you open up the door for Dragonite to potentially win. I do not understand the Rocks play because Corviknight can defog on Dragonite or Salcuremon. Maybe they're trying to pressure with King Gambit SDing later, but that would still value, you would value knockoff more there. Because if you get an SD with King Gambit anyway, with 2 Mons dead, you kill Corviknight regardless. Let's see what happens. Maybe I'm wrong. So what, is this thing Terra here? Nope, they're just going to take 49%. What up, Flamigo? And recover up. I guess they're trying to waste the Hydro Pumps. Well, they're wasting them. You're going to see a nice little Salt Cure, so you get at least 25%. Like, this could have been damage that they couldn't recover from, at least if you died. Garganacci comes out. You're going to Salt Cure again? Ooh, the Curse Salt Cure set. So this is Terra Water. This can actually win the game. And this is nice. So you Salt Cure this and you switch into Meowscarada. Switch. Nope. You just let yourself get knocked off. I don't know if I like that personally. But at least you're not Salt Cured, I guess. So I guess you technically do win. Yeah, I guess this thing technically wins. Okay. Well, because Yeah, because it just stays normal. It doesn't have to Terra. Because Hydro Pump can't be... Damn! Kaganachi's nasty. But losing leftovers is huge. But they only have 2 Hydro Pumps left. After that, you can just stay Rock type. Yo, that's crazy. Yeah, this is what should have been happened. I don't know why they're not Salt Curing to get the chip on the non-leftovers variant. Like, they're going to lose the 1v1 to this thing. They're literally going to lose the 1v1. You're going to do 40% with Earthquake after Salt Cure. Exactly. What is... This is odd. Now, that should have happened first. But I guess they want to be able to take the +2 Earthquake. Did they already Terra on that side? They didn't even Terra on this side, right? Yeah, I definitely get spicier. I don't know. This Garg is going to lose. Ooh, another curse. So you actually miss out on a turn there. And end up doing the exact same damage. I don't know if I like that curse. How many recovers this thing has left? 3 recovers versus 1 recover. I guess they managed to 1v1 it. Well, that's cool. And you've managed to 1v1 this guy too. 1 recover left. 1 recover left on that side. How the hell? How the hell for 3 turns did he not click recover? Was this guy not clicking Earthquake? Yeah, their nicknames are great. I agree. I'm surprised this guy lost the recovers before this guy did. Now they're both -6. And well, yeah. And the one... Dude, he got too much out of this. What was this game? He got rid of Garg. He did not waste his Terra. He didn't waste his Terra. Rotom is at 60%. Great Tusk is dead. Yeah, I did still have leftovers, you're right. He got a lot out of this. Like, King Gambit looks like it sweeps. Straight up. There's a Protect. Yeah, how the hell did it lose the... That's what I'm saying, Maverick. How the hell did it lose the 1v1? They only have 2 Hydra left as well. There's a Great Tusk sack. All they did was let Corviknight take hazard damage. So if this Dragonite does end up tearing, it actually kills it at +2. Night Sidelines. This is a wild game. Maybe I'm just not understanding it. Terrifier? Oh my god, this is Terrifier. It is Terrifier! Oh! It's a wrap. Like, oh my god, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Oh my god, it's a wrap. He just cut Kowtow Cleave immediately. Terra Dark. Doesn't matter. It still died. Yo! It's El Rapo. You eat this easily. You just Ironhead. Jesus, dude. Alright. The only way this thing wins if Dragapult is Dragon Dance. Is Boots. Sucker Punch. On the Willow to try and outplay. You literally do not die to any attack. You could have just attacked immediately. Jeez. Okay. I can't watch. This is the type of game that, like, they're gonna tell their kids about, bro, and their kids they're gonna do drugs. I'm gonna be real. Like, that was wild. I don't know what that was. That was I don't know. That was wild. That was wild. I don't know what was. It's like, that was wild. That was wild, dude. That was insane. I'm like trying to find something. That's like trying to understand Kingdom Hearts' story. But it still ended up being a great game. That's it. I think that's the perfect comparison. That was Kingdom Hearts. Fantastic game. No idea what the fuck is going on the entire time. If you play every single one, what the hell is going on? Literally, fantastic game. What the hell is... Tell me the story right now. Tell me everything about the story. Tell me why I gotta watch Birth by Sleep, Kingdom Hearts 2, understand 3.358 over 12 or whatever. That was literally it. That was wild. I like that game. I like that game after I watched after I saw the outcome and how it ended. I can't believe Great Tusk got thrown away without clicking knockoff. I can't believe the Garg with leftovers lost the 1v1. Wait, Bea bought what IPF used week 1? That's funny. That was great, man. I love the increase of Masquerada, by the way. I think it's very strong right now, and I love that. I love that and Scarlet are really tearing it up. I think that Quacklevolt, if you don't run into Toxapex, it's insane as well. And you could run Terra Electric. I foresee that we're going to see a Terra Electric Quacklevolt in the future of SBL. Since B is running their team from week 1, let's see what happens. Golden Go, potentially Scarf, switch out to King Gambit, Shadow Ball turn 1, 23, we see leftovers. Yep, I love Great Tusk on the Iron Head. Okay, good chip. That took a lot more than usual, Jesus. I guess you see a knockoff now on their own Great Tusk. Nope, just Stealth Rock, and then you knock off after. Oh, you want to keep your leftovers on it. I suppose that makes sense considering you want to be able to deal with King Gambit always. But if they Terra Flying, they beat you anyway. So, and you have Vocal Runner to Will-O-Wisp it. Or, that's me assuming it's Will-O-Wisp, by the way. That's probably wrong to assume. They do benefit more from Giga Drain, I think, on this team. Helps out Chienpao deal with Dozo better if it's dead. Even Psychic isn't bad. Yeah, I also agree, Maverick. I think Scarf is still good. So we should see a Volt Switch here or Willow. I like Volt Switch a little bit better just to keep a momentum, but Willow's obviously good too because you just go for Protect right after and see what the Dragapult ends up going for as they drop a Draco. Oh, there's no Fairy type in this metagame. Except when they Terra. Oh my god. Okay, Specs, Dragapult is strong as hell. Are we going to see a Focus Blast or are we just going to see a double? Recovers immediately. Beautiful. Great Test comes out on what's assumed to be... Beautiful read there. Lovely read. So anticipates them to want to bring out maybe Garchomp, Skeleturge, or whatever. Excuse me. Garchomp or Dragapult on Great Tusk. I think it's a beautiful Shadow Ball off. That was a really aggressive play that worked out. I got 57% off, and you get a free Shadow Ball right after. And they get the Rotom turn too, so they can actually go for a Volt Switch if they want to right now. PSP teams. Yeah, you're right, Maverick. That's a tweet of mine. Ooh, it's Discharge, so it's probably Nasty Plot. Have you guys used Nasty Plot? I don't like Nasty Plot Rotom as much, but oh, if they avoid the para, this is really big. Because this Mon, like that para really sucks because this Mon is insanely good versus IPF's team. It's faster than 5 out of 6 and threatens a lot of them with super effective. It's like 8 of my tweets. Hey, I calmed down for a little bit so I could do it a little bit later. So, nice pair there. They get up Spike. Had it been T-Spike 2, I think that would have been insane there. And they can actually save this Mon if they want and go out into Great Tusk immediately. And then I think what you do is you simply click Knock here, right? I'd be surprised if they go in hard Great Tusk over Rotom. Yeah, but I guess knocking Rotom would be good. So now you literally throw away Golden Go. You want these hazards up. Oh, or you're so confident that they're not going to go for it? No point in Rapid Spin. Okay. I don't think there was any point in going for Rapid Spin there just because they have double ghosts. So if you can get free damage on something, you can do it. Oh, what a Project Iceman. I just think free damage is better. But now this means that these hazards are going to be here to stay. This Spike is going to be so huge. Like, the one that's going to win this game, guys, I predict it to be, if it's not Chienpao, which obviously looks amazing, I think it's going to be Golden Go. Like, Golden Go just looks insanely good. Golden Go just looks insanely good. Especially with it being most Skeleturge Terras. Like, Golden Go looks crazy. Shadow Ball just smashes something. Or gets 20-something% off on King Gambit plus hazards. So, wow. Yeah, what a great Pokemon. Comes hard in on Skeleturge. The fuck? Dude! Why? What? Been watching for years. I would love to see more VG stuff matched in collab. Oh, it'll be coming in the future. I don't get it. I said Golden Go is really good. That doesn't mean it's good on turn 20. Like, Skeleturge can easily click Torch Song versus this team. I suppose you expect them to click Earthquake there, potentially versus you. I feel like Rotom would come out, though, always. Like, I would not risk anything besides Rotom. You don't need Rotom to win this game because you have Volk plus Great Tusk. That was wild. I suppose we expected the double, predicting that Mon to be coming in, but whatever. Ooh! In this climate, are we going to see a sweep? We might see a sweep. We might literally see a sweep. Holy crap. That took nothing as well. Alright, this mon is a huge threat. Obviously, Champa gets to come out, and it's going to click Crunch. Terra Dark, Crunch, Smart. That deals with every Terra Garchomp can be besides what's it called? If this is Terra Water, by the way, I think this straight up wins. But it deals with every Terra Garchomp can be besides Fairy. That's cool. So, Terra Water, yep. Terra Water is super strong in this game. Terra Water is very good. Steel wouldn't have lived. It's the same exact thing. Ooh, Terra Water Skeletors is going to be giving them problems. Oh, never mind. It's not Spadef. And Torch Song doesn't kill. Okay, so that should be a kill on Skeletors. Actually, Skeletors should switch out. Yep, and get in King Gambit there. But if it's Quiver Dance Volk, it's always Quiver Dance Volk. If it's Giga Drain Volk, I think it can smash. Unless it comes hard in. But it did get the Flame Body, so never mind. Okay. It came hard in and got the Flame Body. Again, if it's Giga Drain, then it kills from 43, I'm pretty sure. Or at least really close. That Flame Body's so big. Holy crap. Wait. I guess what they're trying to do is waste a turn and get a burn, but the dude boosts anyway by doing that. I feel like Shadow Ball was relatively free, even if they go King Gambit. I guess the recover is fine, but that recover just means you have to sack them on. However, at this point, you kind of just bring out Chiampao and just start clicking Crunch again. Damn, man. Volk is so bulky for no reason. So at this point, you definitely click your fire move to kill, right? That's what I'm saying, Piz. Like, it doesn't... I don't get some plays, but they're really aggressive. They remind me of... Jesus. Well... Is it over? Ah, it's Flame. I don't know. I'm not sure. Obviously, this thing kills this, and this, but I feel like Skeletors might just win. Golden Gold is switching to Skeletors as always. You get a Shadow Ball off here, and you don't get a kill on King Gambit. King Gambit gets to come in. 3 Mon's dead. Leftovers. There's a Shadow Ball. Skeletors might... Skeletors probably loses. You know what? Skeletors probably loses to the combination of... I mean, it is burnt, so Hex actually ends up killing Rotom, and the only way Rotom can beat Skeletors is actually by Volt Switching, so... Huh. And they went hard into Rotom. I suppose Shadow Ball spam into Crunch just kills? Yeah, Shadow Ball spam into Crunch just kills. Okay. I feel like the end game... I feel like... Okay, that's 100% win loss now. It doesn't... It most likely doesn't have Sucker. Oh, you're talking about the other Mon, the Cow Tower. Yeah, I don't know. I think suckering that would have been fine too. I don't know. It was weird. I feel like the end game of this was really, really odd. Maybe that's just me. Like, the switching to Skeletors being Golden Go every time was kind of weird to me. Yeah, whatever. B1. That was an odd one, in my opinion. Ooh, a Sandy Shocks. We gotta watch that side. Hold up, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna get a light snack. I will be right back. We'll keep watching in 1 sec. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I did. That's fine. Okay, if you want to some Amazon, then that's coming out of 500, right? And the second half is so we're only $500 plus Amazon. Do 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 do. Oh baby, got what I need, got my stuff. Sandy Shocks is sick. Hello, fellow medical practitioners. Is that what we're calling y'all now? That's funny. Anyway, I love Sandy Shocks, which looks pretty good here. I mean, it always looks good, right? But the problem with Sandy Shocks is you got to predict. And Slowking eats the hit anyway. So we got Ox versus, is that Ox? Is that actually Ox? It's a Doctor's War. Let's get it going. Masquerade looks insane here, especially if it has T-Spike. Even Spike is just really good. No spin blocker on that side, which is always great for a Great Tusk. Also, no ground immunity, which is always great for a Great Tusk. Thank you, G-Thorn. But no ground immunity, no one resist that is barely resist. Jesus. That Great Tusk is going to be annoying. And also, same thing with Sandy Shock. Well, Sandy Shocks comes right out. Unless we see a Terra turn 1, it's not going to get the kill. We do see the Volt Switch turn. There goes the Proto Synthesis boost into Great Tusk. A Pokemon that has absolutely no switch-ins. And I guess Great Tusk is dead now. Okay, it's not dead, thankfully. But Jesus, and it's Assault Vest, too. My God. My God, dude. I feel like... Oh, and they're throwing it away, too. I suppose the thought process is, if they weaken this enough, Sandy Shocks can click Thunderbolt. But, jeez. Okay. I don't know. I feel like... I feel like, especially with having a Rotom, that they were just way too aggressive with that. And they're kind of just like throwing away items on Volk. Volk has a chance of winning if it's Terra Grass. I don't know. I just feel like they're playing a little bit fast, personally. At least on this side, right? Like, Great Tusk being gone is wild to me. Great Tusk is just wild. We're already see a knockoff come out. Is there any watches play in any of the matches? I feel like there's a few of them, personally. We do see a Volt Switch come out as well there on the knock. Dragapult comes out. I don't think Poke can kill unless it's Bandit, so we are going to see Garganacci come out. It is Dragon Dance, though. Subs on the Salt Cure because it can take a Salt Cure. Uh-oh. Oh, this might be game. Hold up. Everything just changed. Maybe that's why they weakened Great Tusk, because Dragapult, especially because this could be just... Oh my God, it might be game. No, what are you... Okay. Yeah, but Sandy doesn't even beat Slowking, so I don't know. All right, they did get them on the Earthquake play again. If this is clear body, which it should be, they get a kill here, and this is Terra Fairy. So, I mean, damn. Yeah, they did Terra. Oh, yeah, they already Terra with Slowking. Jesus. Okay, so it's not clear body, which means Dragapult doesn't straight up win. We are going to see a sub, though. Does Raging Bull break the sub? It does not. Holy crap. This is a problem. We are going to see a Terra Force into Phantom Force as well. Even if they protected, that still kills. Holy crap, did Dragapult just win? Subs just in case they're sucker. Goes for U-turn, which doesn't break the sub. It's a wrap, like Fajitas. Oh my God. All right. Well, I guess weakening the Great Tusk was worth it, but what? I feel like if they just clicked Earthquake with Garg, they were in such a better position. If they just click Earthquake initially with Garg, even without knowing their set, if they just click Earthquake initially with Garg, they could have just Salt Cured and won. Damn. Or even Curse if they had it. Yeah, if you're Sulky or Earthquake, are you not Curse? It 1v1s. These games are wild, bro. All right, NJMP now. Another Masquerada from NJMP. Another Masquerada from NJMP. Well, Terra Water just lets you eat that hit, but I don't know. I love the Chiampao matchup. Obviously, it's always good to see no Chiampao versus Chiampao. Yeah, some of them are looking the same. Some of them look really crazy, though. I'm sure we'll get another different ones. Oh, of course, Azumi. We had to let him out of the basement. I love Masquerada as well. Again, knockoff is always just so strong. Not a lot of Pokemon have it right now. Only Great Tusk plus like Meowth mainly. So it's cool to see. Alright, let's start it up. No! Golden Go versus Dragapult. Dragapult should switch as well, fearing Scarf. And it turns out Golden Go is indeed Scarf because it switched before Dragapult. So we see Masquerada come out, scouting for Shadow Ball. Would have been crazy if Dragapult went for a U-turn there, right? But Masquerada is the worst matchup there. So we're going to go Garchomp. And damn, that did a lot. Yeah, we only watched it OU. That was Rough Skin. That was Rough Skin and Rocky Helmet, and that did that much? Jesus. Free rocks as well, and then you can get up spikes too. As Rotom tricks its Scarf, huh? Rotom tricking its Scarf opens up Chiampao even more. It opens up Chiampao way more. We're going to see Rotom come out, which is smart because it basically, you don't want to give a position to Great Tusk. You don't want to give a free position to Great Tusk. That way it can, and then you can just bring out Masquerada. But that way it can just spin freely, right? Ooh, they Terra Steel there. Granted, they got the Will-O-Wisp, but they've wasted their Terra. So now Great Tusk can't become like Water type to deal with Chiampao. And this was like, even Sacred Sword looks decent too. They Flower Trip again. Does absolutely nothing. I mean, I feel like you can easily get up Hazards again. You at least get up a Spike, right? You at least get up a Spike, which is pretty cool. Yeah, they don't want to risk Golden Go. I'm sure we're going to see a Rapid Spin at some point. There it is. Yeah, so you can, I mean, the Burnt Masquerada still beat Great Tusk, which is amazing. Look how good King Gambit looks now. Like, look how insane King Gambit is versus that team. It's offensive Rotom. You get up a Spike guaranteed. Yeah, King Gambit looks insane. King Gambit looks insane now. Dragapult comes out. You're going to be faster with Garchomp with your choice Scarf. You get up a Spike, which is fine. Spike does more overall to the team. Golden Go comes out. You know your Scarf, and now you can just click Shadow Ball for free. And every bit of damage on King Gambit's going to matter. Like, granted, the King Gambit switch-ins are not very good. Make It Rain is good, too, because it's stronger. The King Gambit switch-ins are not very good, but now look how good NJMP's King Gambit looks. Well, Chomp's gone. And they doubled instead of attacking into Glamora. Yeah, it's Specs Glamora. Oh my god. I've never seen King Gambit O-Code in one. I've seen this thing eat body presses from Great Tusk. Holy crap. That was a sick Glamora. Though I will say, while that is a sick Glamora, look how good Shadow Ball looks versus this team. Look how good Shadow Ball looks versus this team. So, while that was sick, Shadow Ball and also Chiampao looks insane. Unless it's double Scarf with Golden Go too. Terra Dark, that way they're not weak to anything. Knock him out, guaranteed. Terra Dark, so they can knock him out. Smart. Dragapult comes out. We know it's choice some sort of way. Golden Go is going to come out on the Draco or U-turn. Dragon Dart, so it's Bandit that does so much damage. They didn't want to go Rotom. They want to keep the sack for that. And now you get a free Shadow Ball here. You don't have to predict. You just do insane damage. We're going to assume their Golden Go is not Scarf, but NJMP does not want to throw the end game. He knows that Shadow Ball gets a kill versus Dragapult, and that at this point you can also Ice Shard. You can Ice Shard Dragapult as well after the Spikes damage too. Very smart. Doesn't risk it just in case it Make It Rain. Bring out Chiampao. You go for Sucker Punch there. Ah, that's game. That's game. Dragapult, you just Sucker Punch too. You literally don't have to predict anything. They were just scouting for potentially Will-O-Wisp, I guess, too. And then this thing you just beat with Crunch or Sacred Sword if you have it. Crunch, Sacred Sword, Sucker Punch. Damn. All right, well, that was nice. I mean, we got some cool stuff here, obviously. We saw the burnt Masquerada still put in work versus Great Tusk, opening up for the Darkness. The Specs Glamora was sick. Yeah, this is Boots Champao. Champao putting it up. Doing well. Not bad, Champao. Why? Ooh, look at the Quackable. We got all 3 starters. We got all 3 starters, man. 70% win rate action is crazy. But to be fair, I mean, it's a good Pokemon. Alright. Let's see. Quackable actually looks pretty decent. Though they do, of course, have the Skeletor, which is always going to beat it. But you know what else looks pretty decent here? If this is like a Scizor, if this is Scizor and like they forced, like I'm sure Skeletor just Terra Fairy on this team, because you freaking hate Chiampao, so I'm sure it's Terra Fairy on this squad. I like Dex's team too. I love Sandy Shock and seeing these Mons are all super cool. Scizor looks really nice if it's SD Terra Steel, especially if this thing ends up Terra Fairy. I could see like Scizor endgaming here very easily. Like this one gets picked off. This one gets picked. If this is Terra Fairy, this one will get picked off too. How you doing, fam? Let's see what happens. Alright, Masquerade. Ooh, Quackable. We're gonna see a switch. Immediately stays in. Immediately stays in. It says, screw it. Holy crap. And goes for U-turn of its own. Oh, I thought we were gonna see an Aqua Step, but. And there's a Terra Water. Okay, so that helps out Sandy Shocks. Sandy Shocks looked even better now. That immediate stay-in was wild. Stealth Rock go up by a Dragon on the slack off. And then we're just going to see some Life Orb Dark Pulses come out. So Draco does pick up the KO here. Yeah. Okay, so, wow. That's, wow. I guess they were both Scarf, by the way. That could have been Scarf Quackable and Scarf Skeletor. Or Scarf Masquerada. Wow, okay, I mean, Skeletor's being gone. What was I saying about Bullet Punch? Look how good Bullet Punch is now. Like, look how amazing Bullet Punch is. If it's Choice Band, like, Golden Gold's taking damn near 30%, right? Plus. 30% plus. If it Terra bans, damn near 2 KOs. Quackable just wins now, too. I think it's Scarf Masquerada, though, Maverick. And, yeah, BP is just even crazy. And they go Glamora, too. Jesus. And it has Earth Power, too, which damn near knocks it out. You get a Spike, which I don't think is going to matter too much. And I don't know what's happening. I feel like they're letting everything take too much damage. They're letting, what up, Pineco? They're letting everything take way too much damage. We're going to see a U-turn. It's actually Heavy Duty Boots Quackable. It's going to eat the Shadow Ball. We're going to see a U-turn to break the balloon, which is going to help out Sandy Shocks. It just comes out now and clicks Earth Power. Or they can go Hydreigo, which is a definite KO. Probably going to sack Lamore here, too. Jeez. I don't know. I feel like this Bullet Punch is getting closer and closer. That turn one was wild, too. Just staying in. Oh, it's banded. What was I even saying? It's banded. It's 15. That should be banded. So this is also either Life Orb or Banded Leopard. Scizor can come out, eat one hit. It can't Terra. Bullet Punch. Doesn't even try and Sucker Punch if they have it. They die. I mean, they know at this point that Scizor just smashes. They said, you ain't going to spin this away from me. I can respect that play. You won't die to Earthquake. You still have your own Terra as well. Yeah, Scizor just wins by clicking BP. In my opinion. Hydreigon actually went stupid. Like, Life Orb by Hydreigon went... And it was Rock's 3 attacks, and I love this set. It actually broke really well. Once again, we see the Golden Go switching as the answer to Skeledirge. I mean, there goes Golden Go. Yeah, now the Bullet Punch resists are definitely dead. Hydreigon just straight up gets a kill, too. And obviously, Sandy Shocks looks good, too. So, yeah, you just go out to Scizor and click Bullet Punch unless you're... I think that's just the best play. Unless you're Scarf Golden Go. Okay, there's Scarf Golden Go. So that should be game. You literally stay in forever versus Great Tusk. That way it can't boost versus you. Yep, that way it can't Rapid Spin, try to cheese versus you. And then you win the game. Yep, you always stayed in there. Hydreigon, you just click Earth Power. Or Sandy Shock and click Earth Power, to be honest. Yeah, show off Sandy Shocks. It's Heavy Duty Boots. It's Terra Fairy. Man, I love Zap. So ZapGV's team was sick. It had so many cool techs, and it put in a lot of work. I love that team. I love that team. That was a nice team. Ooh, we're seeing some Shed Tail passing again. Yeah, Hydra was Life Orb 3 attacks. And it put in so much insane work. That was a cool one. Chateau pass into SD, SD, normal, sucker punch, double edge, blaze kick, Cinderace. Let's see what happens. I guess if the King Gambit's like offensive on a balloon, it can actually be extremely scary with a Shed Tail. Let's see if it even gets a Shed Tail, man. There's so many good Pokemon. Masquerade lead versus Pult. We're going to see a Life Orb Draco, or excuse me, Specs Draco come out and immediately die, right? Oh, it's double Focus Sash! Holy crap! Hatterene comes out on the double knockoff. I guess they didn't want to give King Gambit the kill, and they get the Rocky Helmet kill there. Or they didn't want to give well, it can't come in on King Gambit anyway. I'm a little bit surprised. Damn. I don't know. What they want to do is they want to force... Yeah, this is a good turn because you want to force Great Tuscan, beautiful Will-O-Wisp. Now you can just U-turn very safely into Hatterene. Smart Garchomp on the U-turn. What up, Barry? But now you're getting your Dracomon. I would have gone out into the Dracomon just because if they Terra... Ooh, the Terra Fire to Banded? Oh my god! The Banded crunch as they Terra Fire. Goodbye, Garchomp. Huh. This is still a problem, though. How you doing, Barrett? It's not defensive Cinderace. It's just Will-O-Wisp. It's offensive with Wisp. That was beautiful. You already have the burnt Great Tusk. You know what's crazy? After all this, King Gambit can definitely still win. There's the crunch for the damage. Potentially winning a speed tie. Earthworm comes out. They get up rocks there, and then they're going to try and Shed Tail. They just go Dragon Ball, that way they can't spin. Smart. As they knock off. Very smart on Leo's part. But then you can just go Hatterene and get a kill. Or at least force in Golden Go or King Gambit. Yeah. Dazzling Gleam is interesting. Not even Drake. I guess they want to get the kill. Do we see a Focus Blast on this mod? Huh. If this is... I think this might be Black Glasses on King Gambit just because it's Earthworm Shed Tail to pass to it. But... I still think King Gambit looks extremely scary from that side. And that was a very beautiful double into the Maker Rainmon. Ace going down. I think this King Gambit is going to win. Or the Cinderace. I think they're both going to win. I think this King Gambit might win. Or, which would be crazy. Why run Gleam of Moonblast? It doesn't learn Moonblast. Wait, was it actually Terra Fire on King Gambit? Holy, if it was Terra Fire on SE Gambit, then holy crap, that just straight up won. Oh well. It's Terra Fairy. I changed it later. Oh, okay. Well, this is great because you get the damage off on Great Tusk. Great Tusk. It actually two shots, which is crazy too. Not bad, Ace. So that's big. King Gambit can still win. You get a free Will-O-Wisp here unless they're Lumberry. Doesn't even give a damn about Will-O-Wisp. Just clicks Powerball. Holy crap, man, it's over. What the hell just happened? Beautiful play in the Hatterene as well. What the hell just happened? I guess this is Black Glasses. They're giving Earthworm the kill. Let's go! Raptor knew the team. Interesting. And knew it was Lum. That's smart. Cinderace is OU. I assume this is Shed Tail. Just Metal Burst there. Damn, a Shed Tail would have been fire. I don't think he loses the game though, unless this is Focus Blast last move or misses. Like if this is Focus Blast last move and they miss Powerball and outplay. Damn, Ace went crazy in that one. Ace actually went stupid. Like it's set up for itself beautifully. Alright, my boy CVB versus Star. Let's go. Ooh, the Sarah Ledge. I love Sarah Ledge. I love Sarah Ledge. Sun is interesting here. I mean, if Volcarona is the Quiver Dance... If Volcarona is Quiver Dance Will-O-Wisp, it looks like it literally 6-0s. Like, am I wrong to say that Quiver Dance Will-O-Wisp set literally 6-0 Star? The only actual issue would be, obviously, Mortal Spin. Nah, D-Knight isn't that great versus into Volcarona. No. TPV is, is right down here. I'm not at him yet. But I'm loving the Volk matchup in this game. It looks insane. Like, as long as it just comes in and clicks. I don't know if it is Willow on this team, but if it is Willow, then it's just straight up 6-0s. Right? You just gotta be careful about Glamora, which you pressure very good. Let's see what happens. Torkoal into Glamora lead. This is not a favorable matchup at all. Does end up getting the Yawn out, so at least you force Glamora out, which is nice, and you could get up rocks, but the Great Tusk is going to come out anyway. And you give it a Photosynthesis boost, which is really hard for your team to handle. But unless it's Terra Grounds, you shouldn't die right here, and you should be able to get a lot of damage. Nope. That really sucks. It's terrifying. So, a few things just happened. It being eject button really sucks. Because it could have gotten 10 million damage off on the Great Tusk. Yeah, I have, but I don't like it too much. He Terra Fired because if Volcarona is faster than Great Tusk, it kills it with a fire move in the Sun Terra Fired. And there's no switch-ins on Star's team. But unfortunately, it looks like he was slower. I told FV I want Timid for this too, but I got greedy. Damn. I don't know, man. I think it's a wrap now. I think it's over. I think it's literally over. Like, I don't... It's Focus Ash on Great Tusk too. So it literally didn't matter anyway. They weren't killing... Volcarona was dying regardless. But he wouldn't have lost 2 Pokemon to it. Jesus. That was bad, man. I don't see how CVB wins here. He uses Terra so he can't cheese with Roaring Moon. And it's banded Roaring Moon as well, so it's not going to be doing anything too. Yeah, they were Modest Anonymous. And that was Jolly Great Tusk. Yeah, it's a wrap. I don't, like, I'm not even, there's no win con from here. There's literally no win con. You just Earthquake, you don't have to bother. You get Extreme Speed too, but Earthquake is obviously the better play because you're not Terra. Gets a defense boost, but it still doesn't beat it because it just roosts and Dragon Dances and roosts and Dragon Dances and roosts and Dragon Dances. It's only body press. Yeah, it does 26, but you roost up to multi-scale, so... Some people are running defensive teams in Mississippi, dog. You're an hour and 30 minutes into stream. You weaken this and you just Chiam-Pao the entire team. Yep, especially if you're Ice Spinner. Yeah, oh, good old reliable, trusty Life Orb Ice Spinner. You just followed up with a Crunch now too, or Sacred Sword. Sacred Sword was good because it hits the Roaring Moon. Oh, Brewbond is the GOAT. This is banded, so they have to switch. But if they Earthquake, then it doesn't matter because King Gambit eats, right? Yep. You sack this, and then you just win the game with Chiam-Pao, and that's a good game. There was literally... Ice Spinner, okay? And then that's it. Doesn't matter. Just Ice Spinners outspeed. Had to hope they were adamant. If they were adamant, maybe something could have happened with Earthquake, but that's basically it. Some offenses run Sash on multiple Pokemon. Damn, that really... You know, CVB is my boy, so that hurts to see. I'm immediately over CVB losing as I've seen a Grafai Eye. I am immediately over CVB losing because there is a monkey on this team. Let's get it. That team is... I love Kate's team. Oh, I guess it's dual screens? There's no stall. How's that stall? Yeah, it's Spooky offense. Parting shots immediately into Garganachi. Okay. Stealth Rock up. Stays in. Salt Cure's out. This mon. It's Covert Cloak. So they know they're going to switch. Electric Wind goes to the knockoff and Rotom. Beautiful play. Should go for Willow on the Among Us, and then I guess you bring out your Salt Curemon on this, right? I guess if it's... oh, it's a eject button too, so they could bring out Iron Valiant, which might be Specs. Actually, it's most definitely Specs if it came in on Rotom with that percentage. Grafai is going to take absolutely nothing. It wasn't Specs, and then... No, Grafai! Jesus, no! Why? Oh my! I'm severely less interested in this game now. I don't see how Ewin loses with Bozo. They literally can't lose. Bozo just wins. It looks like everything on this team is Cover Cloak. This guy just wins too. Like, it has no good switch-ins. And it CC's immediately into Rotom. It's offensive, so it's faster than Rotom too. That is 64. Insane. So Rotom dies there. Obviously, that's beautiful for Dondozo. Always Fizz Def Amoonguss. Comes in on the CC. Jesus, that's so much damage. What the hell? Is that just banded or is that just offensive? Yo, the damage difference between 31 on Amoonguss with CC and then 28 on Bozo is crazy to me. I agree, Underwater Dog. This is game at this point. I don't see this thing ever winning. I don't see how they beat Amoonguss plus Dozo. Like, they still have great Tusk that could get up hazards, and obviously great Tusk is a great switching. I don't think there was a point of going for Rapid Spin there. But I guess because you always have this thing as a Scarlet switching, it seems over. I like lefties on Dozo, but that's what happens when you bring 5 Mons. It's wild, fam. Come on, fam. That's wild. You can't, don't disrespect him. Now you just hell on rush like you did before. And this is an offensive, yeah, this is offensive Great Tusk versus offensive Great Tusk, except one of them has a Bozo. Rapid Spins, ooh. They know they live, which is fair, but damn, I feel like Great Tusk being able to come in more and more was better. But I suppose you don't ever now have to switch out anything. Even if this thing Ice Spinner's hard on Amoonguss, it won't matter. Double to Garganacci, not a big deal. You just get off a Hell on Rush now again. Yeah, it's kill after kill. That's it. This game's a wrap. Offensive Great Tusk went crazy, and the defensive core was just too much. That's literally it. Doesn't matter if they belly drum because they lose to Bozo. You can sack this too. You don't even need it. They have Ice Spinner. Doesn't matter. Bozo comes out. It's never going to be 2-shot. I guess they... Huh. Oh, they didn't want to take an extra turn. Okay, I don't think that was a misclick. I think they didn't want to take an extra turn on Rocky Helmet because they knew they'd rest. Ooh, the Terra Water finally happens, though. Hold up. There's potential. Potential to be annoying. It is Curse. It's not Curse. It's just Earthquake Salt Cure. Damn. Who less does 10 million damage? Jesus Christ. Alright, it's a wrap now. I mean, it was already a wrap, but it was interesting to see Garg. I feel like Garg should have... I don't know. Based on the way this game went versus offensive Great Tusk, I know you weren't taking much. I guess because it's Cover Cloak, you can't justify. I was gonna say I feel like Garg should have terrored earlier just to beat Great Tusk 1v1, but you wouldn't have beaten Great Tusk, right? Because Salt Cure doesn't work on it, so you would have been doing like what 20% with Earthquake every single time, and then wasting your recover. So yeah, I just think that Kate had no matchup. The Grafire was cool to see. I guess it was parting shot into Sarah Ledge and SD Sarah Ledge and Belly Dramazu, and I suppose the reason they wanted it is because they wanted to absorb T-Spikes in case Toxapex came out with T-Spikes, but it's cool to see, but didn't really come through. So Crying's teams look a little bit more standard this time than it did last week. Last week, Crying was my favorite game to see. Absolutely my favorite game to see. Try to see if they have anything interesting. We do see the Iron Moth. Not really that big of a threat because you have Skeleturge. Champao always a threat when you don't see a Champao on the other side. Literally, Champao is always a threat when you don't see Champao. Yeah, Crying bought an actual team, which is kind of whack. I love Crying's really cool team. The only Skeletor... So, Roaring Moon has potential to 6-0 here. If it's Terra Bug, Jawlock, Taunt, Dragon Dance, Roost, that set has potential to 6-0. Like, quite literally. But besides that, it's a little bit hard for Crying. You do get a lot of momentum with Rotom here, but Rotom gets severely overwhelmed. And unless this is extra belt, people have started running a fighting move on this mon, I realize, which is weird. But yeah, unless this is belt or something, it doesn't do a lot. Belt's good though. Dragapult versus Scizor. I guess we're gonna see a Bullet Punch turn 1 if they're banded. Yep. I did a lot of damage. We see a Toxapex come out. It wasn't even banded, so it doesn't care about the fire move potentially. Doesn't care about the fire move again. And Volt switches, U-turn, excuse me, right there to bring out Rotom. Discharges on Dragapult. Para would be nasty considering how much of a threat this is. But nope, gets free Shadow Balls for days. Yeah, Valiant can be good with the rest, especially now that they slowed down Dragapult. This is a wild 1v1 that's happening right in front of us. And it has Shadow Ball! Yeah, you can always count on Crying to have a cool set. You can always count on Crying to have a cool set. Doesn't want to risk missing Hydro Pump. And gets the Para again. And then Shadow Balls, just because. Pretty cool to see. Scizor coming out on the Sludge Wave is wild. Is it sub Skeleturge? Why has Skeleturge not come out? Is this thing not Fire Move? Is this thing not Fire Move? Does it not have a Fire Move? There's a spin, which is free. Close comments and... Alright, Skeleturge comes out. It's Terra Grasses. Torch Songs. Okay. But it Terra Grassing means that Iron Moth is a counter now. Oh, they have to power up Solar Beam! Oh, that would have been so sick. You know, that would have actually worked if they didn't Terra Grass immediately, but they had to. I know why, they had to. But that would have been so sick for the guard kill. I feel like Terra Blast could have done the same thing. I feel like having Terra Blast would have been a little bit better there. But yeah, if you literally had Terra Blast, you could have 2K'd them. That was really cool. I'm not gonna deny it. But if you had, okay, look. If this set had Terra Blast, right, over Solar Beam, there's two things that... Alright, we're good. We back. My frames are dropping again, though. Alright, we're good. Refresh. Alright, we're good. Alright, I have no idea why that happened. I guess I was being throttled. But anyway, yeah, Terra Blast would have been really good because it would have two-shot Garganacci at +1. And also, you could afford to run Covert Cloak, which means that you don't have to worry about Salt Cure. The set actually killed it. Alright, so at this point, I don't see how they beat Garganacci. They did crit it there, though. They got a Spadef drop, so I guess it would two-shot and be able to smack them with that. But you switch out, they go Scizor. It does reveal that the Iron Moth doesn't have a Fire move. I think that's game, though. It's Dragon Claw. It doesn't even have Crunch. I don't know. I also feel like, in that case, like, don't Terra immediately, Terra after. Because if you Terra Grass, that means that... Like, I do think that set could have actually worked had she had Crying not Terra'd immediately versus Garg. Right? I really think that set would have worked how they not Terra'd. It also hits Rotom. It could be lack of Crunch. Or they could have probably tried to break the Great Tusk. Nah. It's a wrap. With T-Spike up, it's over. Because you just eventually... And it's... Yeah. Okay, so... Crying had a cool team again. Didn't matter at this point. Wait, what crit did they get? I might try Terra Grass. Where were they crit? I don't know. I feel like the Terra early into Grass was just too... Oh, Sludge Wave crit on Rotom? I mean, Crying did discharge Para, Dragapult, and Chien-Pao. I don't know. Dumb, all you gotta do is get on an account with oh my god, look at Imus team. All you gotta do is get on an account with a password. I'm gonna be real right here. This might be a quick win. Espathra, if it's Terra Fighting, if it's Terra Fire, it kind of just 6-0s. Let's see if they get a dual screen. This is the type of game I like, man. Reflect. Pyro Ball. Crit turn 1 is crazy. Parting shots immediately. Into Earthworm to get the sub Shed Tail pass. Nasty Plot on the Shed Tail pass. Into what? Espathra? Yep, there it is. It's faster and doesn't try to break the sub, which is kind of wild. I don't get that second Nasty Plot play. Because now I don't get that play. There was no light screen up. What? Oh, has Terra Steel, but still gets 2 KO next turn. Do they para? They don't para. And they Terra fighting here and have the No! Well, Golden Go can... Actually, Golden Go doesn't even kill. What do you even do? You sub on Make It Rain. You sub on Trick. Yeah, it's over. It's a wrap. Well, that's game. A guy like me clicks Calm Mind again. Yeah. It's over. This is why people think Espathra's broken, though. Like, why would you not... Why would you Nasty Plot again when it's behind a sub? Especially if you're Terra Steel. If you are Terra Steel, you discharge, break the sub, you Terra Steel discharge, and then you discharge again and win the game. They literally broke the sub. And then they could Terra Steel in the following turn to not be two-shot while Espathra is forced to attack into you. Go for the discharge, plus one discharge because they had already Palm Mine at that point. And then discharge again. So far, everybody in this tournament, week 1 and 2, who has lost to Espathra, has given them a free turn. They've literally given them a free turn. I'm surprised Welio did that. Like, Welio's a really good player. Yeah, he just Calm Mind up again. Oh, look at these doubles. Alright, Welio, now you just gotta play them 50 times. Oh, but they Terra Blast immediately because it's literally no risk. And it's over. I don't know. I feel like everybody who's lost to Espathra has given it a free turn. Like, everybody's given it a free turn so far. I don't know. I don't like that. Sorry, my throat's been killing me today. My boy, TJ. Unaware doesn't beat Espathra. Unaware Pokemon get too shy if it gets enough, if Store Power gets strong enough. Because even though obviously they don't have Calm Mind boost, Store Power still goes up in power regardless. Skeletorge only beats Espathra if it comes in immediately. That Rotom could have beaten Espathra if they attacked. Let's see what happens. Pull, Protect, Draco, Toxapex on the pivot, or Iron Valiant immediately. Ooh, the Draco, but was not Choice Locked, is a beautiful tech. Immediately burns Iron Valiant. We're going to see a Thunderbolt come out, just a Moonblast. You could run Terra Dark, Clodsire. Ooh, this is a bulky Golden Go. Yep, Nasty Plot. Yeah, their sprite's nice with the thing. Now, some Golden Go are running Terra Dark, which I personally like, as a means to deal with King Gambit. Free Great Tusk, get a free knockoff over rocks. I'd always go for them here, in my opinion. I would have always knocked off. I think that you get, if you have knockoff, I feel like you get so much out of it. But at least now they keep up rocks, because Great Touch should not stay in ever. And they get a nice little Will-O-Wisp off on Dragapult too. Not that it really helps in the long run, because everything that killed Dragapult in this game already killed Dragapult at full. But that's cool. Yes, Maverick. It looks like he did. Homing Iron Valiant comes out, which is bluffing the Choice Scarf here. Which it very well could be. Doubles out to Dragonite. On the next Thunderbolt, it's actually Expert Belt. Okay. Or Boots. And we're going to see Pex come out again on Moonblast. Let's see if he goes for Thunderbolt again. Goes for Thunderbolt again. Beautiful. That's not Expert Belt. That's definitely like Boots. I mean, Terra Fighting can help you beat King Gambit. And you still beat Golden Go anyway. Terra Fire can help you do the same thing. At this point, Dragapult, which was a threat to switch into, is neutralized completely. Ooh, and the Garganacci is running Boots. It's now stuck here. If this is Covert Cloak, it could beat a 1v1, but we already know Golden Go is Covert Cloak. Also, it being Stealth Rock means it's not cursed. I think Golden Go is going to win this game, guys. Because Dragapult has like one turn to switch in and then dies after. assuming it's Terra Flying or it's Covert Cloak, so it always walls Garganachi. If it's Terra Flying, it can beat Dragapult. Excuse me, Dragonite. It beats Great Tusk, depending on its Terra. It beats Pex always. That burn didn't matter until the dude took a crit Psyshock. I don't think the burn mattered until they took a crit Psyshock turn 16. Personally. There's the Nasty Plot and the Recover. We do see the Terra Dark, which I absolutely love on the Dragonite. Anticipating them to want to go out to Great Tusk. Maybe this was Hurricane Dragonite, and that's dead there. Obviously, Golden Gold. Now, the one thing about going for that is that if this is Stealth Rock, if it was Body Press Garganachi, obviously it still beats it, but it's not. So, look at Pex coming hard in on close combat, and then tanking Earthquake after, just to talk to Great Tusk, which is awesome for Roaring Moon. Roaring Moon's looking strong late game. Oh, and that was offensive Great Tusk, too. What the hell? Wait, how did it do so little to Pex and so much to Great Tusk? Nice little double there to see if it dies to burn. It does not. I just brought Iron Valiant here anyway, even with the Shadow Ball. You don't need Iron Valiant at this point. That double down is nice. Oh, Covert Cloak is a great item. It's always been a great item. Alright, so you get a free Rapid Spin now for free. You heard me? Free Rapid Spin now for free. Nice. But just ensures you're faster so you can actually hit them with a close combat. Or Earthquake if you have it. Beautiful. I mean, this is great. Roaring Moon can just come out, or Rotom and just protect. Rotom and Protect is actually safe considering it dies to rocks. And now you just Volt Switch out on the Golden Go. I guess Willow is cool because it doesn't have leftovers anyway. So Golden Go will beat it regardless. Yeah, he did say in VGC Protective. I still think it's good in VGC too. Well, it's kill time. King Gambit is like the only threat left, and they still have Will-O-Wisp for it too. Also, it doesn't kill Golden Go, and it does like 30% will make it. Yeah, exactly. They Kowtow trying to predict the Rotom to come out, which makes sense. Roaring Moon is going to come out on Iron Head. The double Kowtow, okay. Trying to catch Rotom once again. No Earthquake, just U-turns immediately. Back into Golden Go. I mean, it's free, right? I feel like this is a wrap. Like I said, Golden Go literally always beats Guard. That set particularly. Guy like me just nasty plots here for free. Yeah. And then you get the kill on King Gambit with Make It Rain. They sack Pex on the Make It Rain. Let's see if they recover once. Nope. They're just playing it safe because they get kill after kill after kill. Now, this is making King Gambit stronger, but it shouldn't matter too much. Oh, dude, if Great Tusk had Regenerate like in that metagame, it was crazy. We do see the Terra Dark, but they end up taunting. That way it can't SD. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful set. And they get the U-turn off after for free. No! It should be game, right? You just go Rotom and Willow. You got to pray for the dodge. You literally have to pray for the dodge if you're on. Yeah, they had to pray for the dodge there. They literally had to. And now you just Volt Switch after and get the kill. Yeah, they had to pray for the dodge. Simply Shadow Ball, pick up this KO here, and then you make it rain on that homie. This game, right? Wow. Yeah. Even think Lando would be too strong if it had a Roost. It'd be good defensive monster, but isn't Garg like that already? Yeah. But the Intimidate's pretty crazy. That was a good game. Alright, TVP versus Michael. We got a Charizard! Let's go! That was very well played indeed. Look, listen. This team does not like Garg. Charizard, though? Look, I might have... Okay, so I did a video with Blender, right? I used Zard. And I had Sun Up. I brought Zard in hard on Garganachi. I thought I was going to go for Stealth Rock. It ended up going for Salt Cure. I died. But the reason I did that is because Overheat does like 90%, and we had a team that literally lost to Garganachi. So I stand by my play. Okay? Torkoal on Dragonite. Really nice. Easy Will-O-Wisp. Switches out Slithering, though, on the Earthquake, which is smart. Has Fire Spin, so it's probably some Fire Spin Encore Recover set. Interesting. It's very smart that TPP switched out. Charizard comes out on the Rex Fire Spin. Now, all you gotta do You see that team? You Terra Fire and you click Overheat. That's all you do. Yup. And goodbye. That's all you got. This mon is Chi-Yu. This mon is, you know, it's only Specs Chi-Yu versus Specs Charizard with Solar Power and Sun. It's only slightly weaker than Chi-Yu, and it's stronger than regular Specs Chi-Yu. So Specs Chi-Yu has to be in the Sun to be as strong as this. To be stronger. Yep, that's mon's dead. Well, that's the one that they have 3 other fire resist, and they all died to Charizard. So Golden Go comes out. Great Tusk is gonna come out, assuming this is maybe an Assault Vest variant. Yeah, it is. They try to predict some type of double there. No, they just go right for Earth. Goodbye. Oh, goodbye. Goodbye, Golden Go. Hatterene comes right out on Great Tusk. Are we going to see an eject button again? Yeah, we got the eject button to Charizard. Oh my god, I love this. And you click Overheat. That's why. Oh my god. See, Blunder and CTC was making fun of me because I made this play. But we literally had a Sun team. I'm going to freaking find it right now. I knew it. We literally had a Sun team. Look at our Sun team. This whole team loses to Garganacci. We literally had a Sun team that lost to it. Now, unfortunately for me, like I said, I went right into it. Look. Look. This is what happened. I Rabbidsman here. I Rabbidsman there, and I went hard Zard. Because I'm like, yo, our entire team loses to this. Unfortunately, I died. However, had they went for Stealth Rock, and I Terra'd and overheated, I won this game 100%. Because they could not beat the combination of the rest of my team. This was the only threat to my team. So I stand by my play. And that's exactly why I stood by that play. I knew exactly why. Anyway, just overheat again. Dude, Dragonite's going to take so much damage from -2 in the Sun. 60%. Holy crap. Nah, that wasn't choke at the Sentry. That whole team loses to it. I shouldn't have gone hard Zard. No, I should have gone. Whole team loses to Zard. Yeah, crazy. Literally, whole team loses to Garganacci. How was I supposed to beat that Pokemon? Whole team. It's crazy. Well, look, you know what? I'm going to end this argument right now. Piz, I'm better than you. Case closed. That's it. Case closed. I've closed it. The doctor has spoken. Whole thing is done. That's it. That's the whole thing. That's it. I'm going blunder on y'all. You're bad, I'm not. That's it. That's the entire thing. That's it. I stand by my play. You know what? I'm pokeaim blunder 777 right now. It doesn't win the 1v1. The Garg, it was a bad play. It was obviously a bad play. It was clearly a bad play. But if it worked, it was play of 2023. It was obviously, it was a bad play. No, I'm joking. It was an obviously bad play. But if it worked, play of the century. It was a very bad play. We're reviewing tournament games. If it worked though, play of the century. It didn't work though. Unfortunately. But it could have been the play of this decade, which is less than a century. Alright. Dude, does this Slitherwing just punch everything in the face now at close combat? No. Ooh! Okay, if it's Morning Sun U-turn, it might actually be Will-O-Wisp too. No, it was a terrible play, and I absolutely deserve to be called out on it. I'm messing around. I absolutely deserve to be called out on that terrible play. It was the worst car crash. It was a very expensive V12, and I crashed it. Okay? I crashed it. This team is sick. Fire spin to 21. App, it's Will-O-Wisp. I had a feeling. That's a beautiful play. This is a beautiful set. This is beautiful. Hatterene comes out and beats it 1v1. Bro, yo, this set is... Alright, I like this set. So... Oh, Maverick, Torn versus Weavile, I 100% made the right... I 100% made the right play. 100% made the right play. I will die. I will literally die on that hill. The only reason it's quote-unquote not the right play is because CTC was there screaming. And everybody watched the video. But Torn versus that... Knockoff was the play. I don't give a damn. Anyway, this set is really cool because this is obviously supposed to kill. It's obviously supposed to kill. What's it called? It's obviously supposed to kill Great Tusk. I really like this set. I like this set a lot. I actually want to try this set in OU. I love that we're seeing so many cool things. And I love that TPP brought Sun. I mean, it should be over, right? From this... I'm dumb. I'm thinking I'm playing almost any ability and like, okay, Triage, Draining Kiss just sweeps. I feel like Charizard just gets a kill. This thing can't Rapid Spin versus this to get a kill. Yeah, Charizard just comes out and click Flamethrower now. Well, I guess it doesn't have to. Oh, nope, it's just going to click Overheat. Air Slashes, which is smart too. Because it hits Great Tusk super effectively for a probably kill. And also doesn't let Quacklevolt set up. What up, Skeeter? Yeah, it's really sick to see. I like it a lot. Quacklevolt! Terra Steel! Oh, shoot! Is there... It doesn't win. Nope. You just get up Sun and then... Actually... Is this Scarface? Can this win? No freaking way at +1. At +2 it kills. First off, this doesn't even kill Torkoal. It's going to die to Torkoal's Lava Plume. What am I even saying? You're leftovers. I guess this is Scarf too. I guess it's Scarf Ace. Yeah, you just bring out Slitherwing and win the game. Doesn't even burn here, so you can get a Lava Plume burn potentially or bring out Slitherwing and win. They Lava Plume, get the kill there. The Aqua Step, doesn't matter though. Ace is still faster, assuming it's Scarf. Which, I mean, the way TVP is playing, it definitely is Scarf. Yep. That was such a nice game. I'm very glad that I waited. Like, that was on the end. Charizard put in crazy work. So what did we learn from this game? My play was still extremely bad, but if it worked out, play of the century. Remember that. All right, 3 more games. Ooh. Oh, the Charizard team looks good. This team looks like everything we've seen. It's cool to see a Sarah Ledge. Sarah Ledge actually looks really good. Depending on its Terra Walls, this. Actually, if this Sarah Ledge set is Covert Cloak, it straight up wins. Do people usually just run Terra Fire on Cinderace? I've seen Terra Fire. I've seen Terra Fairy during Chi-Yu meta. I've seen Terra Electric with Electro Ball. Very bad. And I've seen Terra Fighting. And I've also seen Terra Flying with Acrobatics. Well, those is definitely not. But great lead. Doubles immediately in the Volk on the Great Tusk. Switches out in the Garchomp on potentially Iron Moth. This is some beautiful playing. Yo, let's watch that back. Hold up. Yeah, we're rewatching of a tournament. This is kind of... Go, guys, pay attention to these first 3 turns, right? So, Dragon Ball versus King Gambit. Dragon Ball switches out, obviously fearing the Dark move. King Gambit switches out, fearing the Will-O-Wisp. But it's also a good scout either way. Maverick, give me a team with it, and I'll use it. So that's beautiful. And now we see right here, Great Tusk versus Volk. Volk will run threatens this thing with Will-O-Wisp potentially, or Fire move. And obviously, this thing shouldn't stay in. So he goes out into Garchomp on the expected Iron Moth. It's beautiful. Also confirming that Volk is guaranteed faster than this Great Tusk because it switched out first. Such beautiful turns. All this, by the way, if that thing had Terra Fairyed and killed this thing, that would have been just beautiful. All these beautiful turns for the random button to work would have been so funny. Beautiful Earthquake as well. That's Life Orb Garchomp too. Well, Sarah Ledge, I think is the strongest. The Bulk Up Terra Bug one. Lovely. I guess this is Lum or Black Glasses. Goes for Sucker Punch there, not to. I can respect it. I think Garchomp is a little bit aggressive, but they're probably going for Stealth Rock anyway, so that's fine. And you get a kill right now by going for Earthquake again. Oh, spikes up. I don't know. I feel like from that position, like, Earthquake is kind of free. Because this guy doesn't kill you back, and then you can still Draco it after. I would have Earthquaked over the spike, but I assume if they think that King Gambit won't die to Chienpao, then that's fine too. And they Sucker Punch again, not wanting to risk Sacred Swords. That's cool. What's the benefit of Terra Bug? You set up on this guy. Right here. Yeah, so Garchomp shouldn't die to anything unless this is random Ice Spinner. You Draco here. Yep. And Great Tusk is dead. Crit might have mattered, but it'd be very low anyway, so that's big. Yeah, you got rid of Great Tusk and Xianpao. I mean, Great Tusk was setup fodder for Scarlet, but if this Scarlet is actually offensive Shadow Sneak, close combat, Bitter Blade, it wins too. Which you can just actually set up right now. Easton, no, I would prefer you don't mess with me on Pixelmon. Actually, it's very annoying, thank you. This is week 2. We're watching week 2 OU. I have week 1 linked down below in the description. Could have helped Balloon, I suppose. Dragonite comes out, free Quake, beautiful. Garg hasn't terrored yet, so that's probably something we end up seeing soon. Another Quake is good too because you can obviously crit, huh? The non-recover is wild too. Terra Fairy, we see another yeah. Iron Valley can come out now and just kind of just fire off some Moonblast too. It's still gonna do enough and waste some recovers. The way you want to beat this thing is probably Sarah Ledge late game. Oh, and it's Shadow Ball, but that did absolutely nothing. Jesus, dude, that's like Spadef Golden Go, or just standard, just doing like max HP crap for sure. But I feel like at this point, with Garg being Terra Fairyed, and depending on this thing's Terra could win too. Like, because Iron Moth doesn't beat it unless it Terra Grasses. So I feel like Terra Fairy Volcarona win, or excuse me, just regular Volcarona wins if it's Will-O-Wisp here. Because it's just Will-O-Wisp Drag Point, nothing threatens it. Also, Bolt can't kill it regardless, even if it's banded. They do see the Dragonance though. That shouldn't be able to beat King Gambit though. At all. And that's not even going to kill this thing. In fact, if they actually got special attack raises ever, unfortunately Fiery Dance is programmed that it never gets any special attack at all. It's insane, right? Look at that. 3 Fiery Dances, no special attack raises. But if Sarah is Shadow Sneak, you just go for it here. What's the point of Terra Fairy? It's just good. Like, you minimize all your weaknesses, basically. It's SD Cover Cloak! It's SD Cover Cloak. Oh, but it's cursed, though. Ooh. I don't think Sarah Ledge actually wins this 1v1. Never mind, it's Terra Grass. It definitely wins this 1v1. If it's Cover Cloak, like I think it is. No, it's not. I thought it was Cover Cloak. Damn. I don't think it wins this 1v1. It definitely doesn't. Like, it takes... Yeah, because you just curse up again, and then your next Salt Cure actually kills. And it's already +6 attack, so it can't get any stronger than that. Actually, it's doing a lot more than I thought. No, you recover twice more, pray you don't get crit, and then you can curse once more. Yeah, I guess a crit could happen. What if it's Scope Lens? What's this item? Maybe it's Sash. I mean, it still has a Sash right now, because it had it for a sec. Yeah, so now you curse up again. I think you definitely should have cursed again. The Solar Beam Terra Grass Power Herb, but it didn't kill. Yo, everybody keeps doing this Power Herb stuff, bro. But Garganachi says no. Every single time, dude. Holy crap. He does stall recover, which is why I felt like if you cursed up twice, you were good. Dude, Garg is insane. Let's see if we see a crit right now. We don't. And there's that. And nothing on the team can kill this. Ironhead's going to do a lot, but it's not going to kill. Actually, King Gambit, if it kills or flinches, it has a shot at winning this game. If it doesn't, though, nothing beats this and they lose. Damn. If King Gambit actually had killed or flinched, King Gambit actually won. Well, that's a wrap. Garganachi does it again. Dude, everybody's running these sniping Garganachi sets, and they are just not working. They are just not working. Ooh, I love both teams. FC's my boy. That was it. There are no recovers left. Alright, let's get this one. Glamor versus Hydreigon. It's kind of... I feel like we watched this game already. The Dazzling Gleam on lead is crazy. Who told him they were... Bro. I mean, maybe it's Terra Fairy, and I like Dazzling Gleam on... I like Dazzling Gleam on Scarf Glamor because it helps you pop Iron Valiant, Great Tusk, I guess Hydreigon in this sense, and Dragapult if you're Scarf and Terra Fairy. But seeing it on non-Scarf is kind of wild. Yeah, they want to ban guard because of what's happening in their games, but I feel like certain games just like the dual screen golden go is wild because you can't defog on it. Right into Excalibur on the toxic. Oh man, Max is done now. That's it. I feel like if this was sub Dragon Dance, it could have killed, but it definitely isn't sub. It doesn't have leftovers. Iron Muff literally never beats this 1v1. And they have a Sarah Ledge too. I don't know what this can do to it. They have Hurricane. It did nothing though. I guess they can't Terra. Yo, they're hitting these Hurricanes like nut. Oh my. And the confusion. Oh no, I've seen this before. Shoot. They're hitting these Hurricanes like nothing, bro. That's plus special attack. Go and land one more. They are fun to watch. I agree. Our Excalibur comes out and can just hit it with the glaive or the earthquake and knock him out. However, it being poisoned is so big. I feel like Pex is just going to wall the entire team. I don't see how the opponent beats Pex. Unless it's SD. The only way they beat Pex is if it's SD, Quackable, and it has Terra Electric. If it's Terra Electric SD, it's good. Yeah, it does, Anonymous. It's because cats they're cool with hot water. I have no idea. I guess this technically beats this 1v1, right? Like, you waste recovers here. And you probably have your own recover, right? I have no idea why Masquerada... There's so many mons that get chilling water, and I have no idea why. Well, dual screen's golden go, so it has recovery, unlike Hatterene, besides Dragon Kiss, and it can't be defogged, so... It's pretty interesting. It's actually putting in work. It has Memento, too! Quackable! Oh, it's the taunt. Okay, so this taunt set has potential to win, but it's screwed up now. Yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. The Terra Fairy is beautiful. I mean, that could have been... That taunt bulk up set actually could have won if it came in a little earlier. Tidy up? Yeah, it does, Seaburns. Oh my god. Yo, they actually had potential to 6-0 with this thing, too. They're smart. They double back on the Pex. They double Thunderbolt, though, and Pex dies in one. Holy crap. The thing is, I think Scizor eats one anyway, so it doesn't matter. So even if they predicted Great Tusk there, I think Scizor ate. But now, obviously, it's a wrap. I don't know if Scizor... It's stab +1, but yeah, I feel like even offensive Scizor would win this. That was a nice endgame. I definitely got a little bit closer. I think that they needed to try and pressure Toxapex more early on. I think that was Luthier's issue. Like, maybe bring out this Iron Valiant to try and do that immediately. Because imagine... look. Imagine if Iron Valiant came out. And obviously Pex would come out on it, right? And then they killed Pex. Then this top bulk up Quackable could have just won. Quackable? Maybe it did, Mr. Toast. Maybe it was a roll. I don't feel like hawking. But I feel like they should have just tried to do that earlier instead of the sub and adding everything. Ooh, we get to... Fluttermane? Did you come back and go taller? It's like when Goku... This is like when we saw Dragon Ball Z for the first time instead of Dragon Ball. And we saw Goku at the tournament and he was older. I'm watching from this perspective. But we do see an Espathra. Now, if the opponent allows Espathra to set up forever... They can lose. It didn't have a recover, Magus. Oh, wrong arc? Oh, you're right. You're talking. That was still Dragon Ball. You're right. My bad. That was still Dragon Ball. I forgot. It's been a minute. I'm sorry. I forgot. Dragon Ball Z was about the Z Warriors. Duh. Goku wasn't Super Saiyan. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Scarf Miss Magus. 25% off. Well, T-Spike is up. The game's over. The game is over. Mincemeat has won. Yeah, this is the last game of SPL. I'm going to be completely honest, guys. The game is over. Mincemeat won. That's it. Now they literally just switched into counter after counter. T-Spike up means that's it. Whole offense is done. Thank you, Mew. That's a wrap. I don't know. There's no way. Unless it's boots on the Spathra. It's literally a wrap. Paul didn't win on preview. Spathra literally could have won if there was no T-Spike up. And Miss Maggie's was a Gengar. Could have won too. This thing is doing... I get up another layer, bro. I wouldn't even Morning Sun. Just get up another layer. Shoot, I want that Spathra on the super timer. I want that spot on a super timer. It's not even Scarf. It's just special defensive. Damn, they could have taunted it turn once. I guess they couldn't. I mean, that's it, though. Yeah, everything gets poisoned, so it's a wrap. Sack this, no reason not to. It's life 4 bets D, probably 3 attacks with Terra Ghost. I can see it. Great Tusk knows it lives this hit 100%. Unfortunately, Great Tusk dies. But I mean, Great Tusk wasn't even that useful. It just got a Brox. It could have killed Champal, I suppose. But I mean, Champal now dies to E-Speed, so. They bring out Earthworm with E-Speed. I guess it could Shed Tail pass to nothing. Oh my gosh. Bro. They can't even beat this thing because Dragonite can literally click Earthquake after getting +6. Well, this is the final game of the thing, which is really sad. Like, Dragonite's up 1 billion times? Yeah, and then it just Earthquakes. Because it has Earth Eater, so it doesn't have to risk anything. How the hell did it Shed Tail to... Oh, it actually Shed Tail pass. That's funny. I mean, this game, like I said, this game was over once T-Spike went up. This is an offensive team. Nothing was going to have boots. Just Earthquakes there because it can't die to anything. They do go for Crunch. They just E-Speed that, and it's a wrap. It doesn't get Dragon Tail, no. They're going to Shed Tail again. Couple more Dragon Dances. Gets them on the E-Speed. Let's see if they Metal Burst. They don't. It's a wrap. Yeah, Spathra finally lost. I mean, all you got to do is not let it set up. I feel like, I don't know, just a little, little recap. This game kind of sucks to go out on. The second we saw T-Spike, we knew it was over. Because this is an offensive team. Nothing's running boots on this team. The idea is you get the Shepel pass, you get out of your broken mon, and you just try and set up, right? Broken is, I don't mean broken, but you know what I mean? But fun stream. I feel like we've seen 2 Spathra sweeps. This one and last week. And both of them only won because the opponent let them. Like, they let them set up too much. Hey, of course, Anonymous. Hope you guys enjoyed. It was a fun time. Had a little bit, nice little jokes in the middle. I turned on my blender. Yeah, you get poisoned through Shed Tail. I believe that's how it works. Let me see. Because you take Kazers through Shed Tail. Can't spell. Why can Rathian still poison after you cut her tail? That's a good question. Well, I learned everything I needed to know from Google. Alright. That was, yeah. What the hell was that? What was that? Alright, we're gonna end on that. Have a great night, everybody. Appreciate y'all coming through, of course. Was a fantastic one. I will see you all maybe tomorrow. First stream of February happening tomorrow. Peace, guys. Oh, also, wait. Last day. There's literally only, there's 11 and a half hours. No, there's 10 and a half hours. Right? Yeah, there's 10 and a half hours left to pick up my desk pad. If you guys want an ! Advance. It's gone after this. So that's it, guys. So if you want to pick it up after that, it's gone.